know what time it is, buddy?
Fever time.
Yeah, man!
Fire.
Everything that you carry, any luggage you take, all the ghosts you keep in hiding, they don't scare me away. No, 'cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. There's a past that keeps on calling, or if fear keeps you awake. I won't let a scar keep me from your lips. I catch every tear from your face. 'Cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you.
What is up, everyone? Welcome and happy Tuesday to you all. Tonight we are going to dive back into the Institute Season 1, Episode 5, where things seem to have picked up just a little bit. We got a little pulse back in the show, perhaps. We're going to dive into that tonight and see what everyone thinks. And with me, as always, my awesome co-host, Miss Dana Marie, and Mr. James from The Walking Dead Explains. What's up, guys? Excited-ish about the show?
Ish. 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 Yay.
Better. We got a little better. There's a pulse. Faint. But we got a pulse in the show again, I think. Okay, thank God for our handsome detective. All of his
He carries
skills.
the show.
Oh God, I
He
know.
carries the show.
Him and your favorite Reaper. They were pretty. I love their scenes. They were good. What about you,
Yes.
James? You ready and excited?
Yeah, it had its moments, like we were saying. The scene, like you said, was really good between that guy and the cop night knocker. And
He said it.
and so, but also we got to see them take out I don't know, drug lord, weapon lord. I mean, I don't know what he was, but
That was a weird.
yeah.
Let us know
Now
how
we
it
see what they did. We could see how they could take over a pilot or something.
Right? It was a little
Crash an
interesting.
airplane.
There was something. A little something.
Yeah.
Tiny
Yeah.
bit. There's a pulse. Look, Bill,
Tiny.
I'm
We
telling the
took a step.
truth.
We
The
took
snail
a
thought
step.
it did.
We
It took a
step.
step. There is
Yeah.
a pulse. We somehow, we brought they brought a pulse back in the show. I don't know. It's faint. Maybe they'll, baby it and we'll have come back to consciousness on the show by the end of it. But we're starting to come out of the coma, perhaps. Maybe.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Baby steps,
Baby
right?
steps.
But before we dive into it, how about we say hello to all you beautiful people in the chat joining us tonight? And first and foremost, we have Mr. Henry Bennett hanging with us tonight. What is up, hon? Welcome, welcome. We also got Mr. Michael hanging out with us tonight. He is here for the XP. And if you have the crown for now, may you keep said powers and royalty. I'm a rigger. I don't read it off at the end. You can just shout out that you have the crown if you want to. And it's hail the crown powers of the community board. I don't know how it works yet either, Dana, and I can't take it away. YouTube's a piece of shit. We also got Mr. Billy Power Max hanging out with us tonight. What's up, hun? Hope you're having a fabulous evening. We got Mr. EJ Wicks hanging out with us. What's up, hun? Welcome, welcome. We also got Mr. Bill Chill. Greetings all. Well, greetings to you. Again, hope you're having a nice evening. Welcome. And of course, we got one of our awesome mods hanging out with us tonight, Miss Vic. What is up, hun? Always glad to see you. And we got Mr. Dark Elf. Hello, people. What's up? My brother from another mother, at least in the game. I ain't supposed to know that, but it's okay. Shh, don't tell Dana. What are you laughing about, Dana? Shh, you didn't hear that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right? Let me pull up these screenshots. Looks like that is everyone, and we will dive into it and see what we think. Yeah, it was fun. We got a lot of things. And I learned that you know, this show must have sucked so bad that some things that were directly in our face, we did not even. How the hell? I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. How the hell did we miss this?
I have no idea. That totally went over my head.
All right,
That
so
totally went over my head.
remember the last episode when our officer walked up and he saw the no trespassing sign and the kids in the yearbook? That's the connection, and they tell us in this episode. They connected it for us if we didn't pay attention enough to see it as a goddamn episode in our faces. How about that? So the kids were probably hanging out here. This was a hangout for them. And that is where the cop thinks that they were actually at, which is right outside the Institute, snooping around. And the bodies were found at another location from where they were possibly deleted. Yeah, it worked out. So yeah, so last episode they kind of fully reveal it as far as like storyline. The characters talking about it with the two officers, but so that is what that meant in the yearbook.
Yeah. So your hot cop is also smart, man. You got the full package there.
Hey, look, man,
Right?
that's
He
what's
is
up.
just
It's the only thing in the
he
show I
just
come back
checks
for.
all the boxes. He checks all
Right.
the boxes.
Like I don't know if I could come back to the show if it wasn't for him. I might have quit this one. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to stop me. I'd have been like, no, I refuse. You can't force me. But Dana's like, no, remember that clip? And then I watch it. You want to watch it? God, it's an awesome clip. Later. We'll save it for when things get rough through the episode, Dana. It'll always bring us right back. We'll
Right?
keep it.
It'll turn that frown upside down.
Like you, Dark Elf. Don't hate because you know they ain't showing off the ladies in this episode in this show the way y'all want it to. We can't help
Right?
it.
Right?
Now, our police officer Vic, did you not see remember when he ripped open the curtains and we got to see all the sun and glowiness?
Glistening.
Yeah, never mind. Damn it. Don't scare her away, Dark Elf. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. Anyways, we're getting back to the episode. I'm sorry.
I think the people on my channel may be correct. You guys are a bad influence.
We may be, you know. I mean, I never said we were a good influence.
Who's saying that? How dare they? How dare they?
I mean,
I'm just
Dare
joking.
they?
I'm
you
just
drank
joking.
the Kool-Aid. We just offered up a cup. You didn't have to
Vic,
take it.
Right?
Vic says she couldn't hang with
Right?
this show, even with the hot cop.
It was hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a fun show to watch. In this episode, it picks up a little bit because we get some information. They connect a little bit of dots, and then some of the acting. We get more of the characters in this episode, but I think the acting from them is better. So those scenes play out, and it's a little bit easier to kind of watch. I'm not as ready to fall asleep on this episode as I have been on previous. Yes, the glowiness. See, she knows. What's up, hon? It's the glowiness. Damn it. We got to talk about the episode, girls. Bring her. Come on, we got to be professional. But yeah, so that is the connection. They talked about it. I'm gonna bring up the other screenshots, but that is sort of how the police, like you said, James, the police officer ends up kind of connecting the dots and saying that's where the bodies were. That's where the kids were. And perhaps security took care of them as they were trying to take care of our police officer. But, the kids, of course, were a little more snoopy, and they just decided to delete them and put the bodies elsewhere in order to cover it up. And so we'll just have to see what our police officer intends to do about it. I can't wait.
So, are they saying these kids just kind of were in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or did they have powers?
The way I took it was
Wrong
almost
place,
like they
wrong
were
time.
they were just kind of exploring.
Like they went past the fence. They were explaining they put up a new fence, and before they did that, you could almost get all the way down there, and they must have did that and tried to maybe even cross the fence and break in or something. And so they were shot, I guess, or something. And their bodies placed in the place where people drown, thinking, oh, they just drowned. So I guess they weren't shot. They would have found the bullet holes. So they were killed somehow. And then made to look like they were drowned, maybe.
Right.
Gotcha.
But I don't know about powers. We were thinking that we had the theory out there, but
yeah,
it doesn't seem like that's the reason, just because they were snooping.
Right. I thought that it was possibly because I didn't connect what the words meant on the yearbook. Now I'm like, oh, dang it. And it was in our face even the last episode.
It really was.
Yeah.
That was bad.
It really was.
I didn't catch it either. It was a reveal. Like, well, shit.
Right. And then even in the intro, right, the girl that's being walked in is our girl that gets hit with the or one of them that gets one of the twins that she's rolling in. And I mean, I didn't even catch that from the intro until they show it here. So yeah, definitely not on my game in these last couple episodes, but that is, we get to kind of find out what happens to them as well, at least to a degree. So, talking about it being severed. So I'm assuming the one girl passed away, the one that got hit, and this is the sister. And because of that, they were saying like, it kind of like messed her up. Yeah.
It was a sudden sever.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever he hit her, it was probably instant death, like before she hit the ground.
Right. And then the other twin, it was basically almost as if she went to like a coma or something from that, like her connection with her twin being gone. I think they said something like that.
Yeah.
And then, but they were like, well, she still got a little juice left in her, which goes to, I think, what you or Dana were saying about it being like a battery, them kind of harnessing it together. Because there's two stages that we see later, right? Them kind of still awake before their final mission, and then after maybe their final mission, or those who can't continue to participate in that first part of the back half, they go to sort of a second part of the recovery, and where they seemingly are still tapping them.
Still try to tap them or feed off of them.
And so that leads some other questions. Is it is like they talk about the hum that they have to sort of connect to and ride the wave when we get later on in the episode. And I'm just curious, like, what do you guys think about all this? Like, because she ends up back here, so what are they juicing them for? Is this still connecting them to our originals that are sort of in...
It seems like it may add to whatever they're doing in the other room as well, not something different, but it may be. That's I can't tell, but it seems like maybe it's just leaving them in that vegetative state to still add a little bit more to the movie night.
Right. And we have to know what sparklers were as well from the intro.
I think they the whole sparkler I didn't get that.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm not still sure what that's supposed to mean. I kind of want to watch back and see if there's more meaning to anything they said. Because, yeah, he just kind of lights them, puts them in her face, and then they go around and sort of from kid to kid or whatever. So
Yeah,
I'm not
I don't know
sure.
if it fully explained that. And I
I'm not
don't know
sure.
if they thought it should explain it just by the visuals, but I don't think it did that either. So,
Mm-hmm. Because it seemed like they were doing things at certain stages, right? Because they were awake for a certain point during this. When she first starts, they're all awake, and then it's right when she gets ready to look at the vials, and she's getting ready to for this guy to administer the drugs. That it seems like that's when they all sort of go to sleep.
yeah,
She's
like
like, I can't.
needs to pull more power, I guess.
Right, and that's when they're like, just let it take you over, whatever that wave is. She's the conductor, so to speak, or like the electrical wire, and they're all sort of channeling into her. And then again, it's weird because then they have to wait for another moment. This was particular, right, for the sparklers as well. It was during that same time, like the sparklers, and this was called the way with the sparkler, just like they had the keyhole one. This was like in a sparkler event.
Right.
So they have these different. I don't know if that's. I don't know why they have to show the sparkler. I thought maybe when they first said sparkler, that was just kind of like code for the kind of mission.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was just a cold word.
But now it's like they had to, because they're seemingly asleep. Their eyes are closed and they're still waving it around the group. For her, I thought, well, okay, well, maybe this is a way to bring her back from where she's at without because if they take that off of her, I'm assuming, like, you remember she's kind of had that seizure even when they did this. I was thinking, well, when I was watching it, I'm like, okay, so they're doing this in her eyes and she's kind of getting ready to do this. Maybe it was a way to focus her or something, or focus the group. I don't know. It was weird. But then she ends up administering it. They have a clock here too that seems to tick when that person, I guess, is dead or something, or when that thing happens. And then what happens to him, I mean, I don't know if it's the same thing that happens to her in a second, but she collapses and almost like dead like he is. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What is going on?
No,
So
he died from the drug. She died from her brain turning to mush, probably.
Well, I thought she was like, because the way she like was
because
almost
she was
seizing,
in the other
I
two.
thought she was kind of like, I know it was so weird the way it played out. It tripped me the fuck out.
Yeah.
But then they said this is normal, like this happens. What was it? He said it. He's like, this, this is how they happen when they come out of it. Usually they come out of it, I guess.
No, I would say the conductor rarely ever comes out of it. Supposedly they go to recovery after that,
Well, I mean, he said that she was like, because she still woke back up. She wasn't like fully there, but he said something like, "You say our consort is, or whatever he called her was
conductor.
It was stable or something like that." Because they were worried at first, like I guess she was. I don't know, because I think they still wanted her to still be awake, like not fully dead.
Right, so they could put her in that little room.
So like she was still like, I thought she was dead. Like when she first collapsed, I thought she was dead.
Right.
I thought she was DD.
That's why I was like, whoa, did it like because when they did this little, let me go back over here, let's see, when they did this little, because I like, okay, she's in him, right, the guy putting the drugs in, and then the little clock ticks and he like dies, and then she collapses. So it made me, I was like, wait, did she transfer? Like, it was so weird. Like, I didn't understand what this was. Like, what was the time? Like, it had to be that, I don't know, it was all weird. It just totally tripped me out a little bit. But no, she's fine-ish. She still may survive. You don't know.
No, she won't.
Nah, she looked like there was all vegetables in that room. I'm sorry.
But I mean,
that room goes straight to the furnace.
Yeah, but he's out and the cop's on his way. And she's not going to the furnace tomorrow.
Yeah. Then they told the Samson story.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see them getting them all out.
You think they're all going to burn?
Yeah, well, I think once you get into that state, that's it. that's it. You just a battery until you kind of just kick the bucket and they,
Mm-hmm.
put you in their form of the box.
With our boy out though, is he gonna save the day and be able
He
to?
has the zip drive, and the cop is going to the same place he's going. I mean, it's the
Mm-hmm.
perfect setup, for the
That's what I'm
story.
saying. Are they gonna be able to save these kids though?
Oh no, I don't know if that happens. It
Because
doesn't
I'm
I'm
seem
curious.
like
Because
thinking
if
gonna
he
be
gets
that.
out and if they come in and raid this place, I mean, maybe they can get them all
right,
killed
right.
before.
Yeah, I'm
But
I'm just wondering if they're in a state they can come back from at this
well, I
point.
mean, they'll still be in. I'm assuming they'll still be in a coma. But I mean, save them from the furnace. I mean,
Oh,
it's.
right, right. Possibly,
I
possibly.
mean, they're never. I'm not saying they're ever going to come back like you and me talking and like. But I mean, there's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I got
provide. I mean, they're still alive. However you want to look
possibly,
at that.
yes. Yeah. If he doesn't waste too much time, but if they see that once they see he's gone,
Right.
all hell will break loose probably.
Because it seemed like he wanted to still between her and the way he was trying to like almost what he wanted to save her
Right,
and still knowing that his other friends are still in there.
right.
It made me think he's going to at least attempt to come back and save them.
Yes, totally. He wants to find somebody and rat them out, and he thinks that they'll just, I guess, be able to come back in there and stuff, but it's some kind of creepy military government shadow something something killing kids, man, killing the families of kids.
Well, it's like
Right.
honestly, like if the kid gets out of here, gets to the cop, does whatever he does, show's kind of over. No,
Well, I mean,
Well, we got
who can the cop call that's
we got
bigger
3
than this
episodes.
place? It's almost like, are they going to be able to bring them down, or um I don't know. I don't know. That's the question. I don't know. It's hard to see
right?
how they
Like
could win.
how are they going to try to milk this? Like
Um,
because once he gets to the cop gets to drive. Like, are we going to have some? Is it going to be like he's never going to
Right.
get there? He's going to get caught? What's
Well,
going
it's
to happen?
3
Like,
episodes, so he may not make it fully out. He's outside. We'll see how far he gets, if he makes it to the cop, or if he just hands this to the cop and goes back in. Because it's possible, like you said, because he knows, like, as soon as they know he's gone, there's a lockdown, right? Um, so I don't know. I mean, they got 3 episodes left. They're gonna have to do something for 3 episodes. So he still hasn't. He's got to make it to the cop with the drive, and then they got to save everybody. So I don't know how they're going to stretch that between 3 episodes if that's the way they're going. But I mean, the way they've done
I
the rest
really
of
did.
this, it's possible. I
Yeah.
mean, they've only spent how many days in the actual show?
yeah.
I had hope for this show. Like, don't get me wrong, I really wanted this show to be good. But now I'm like, okay, we're getting to the point to where you're stretching the rubber band,
Yeah.
and you can only stretch the rubber band, but so far before it snaps, smacks you in the face, or breaks. Something's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
how
Right.
many seasons can they? Like, I feel like this
This
story
this
only has but so much to
this could
tell.
be the pinnacle episode of the series. Like, it could
Mm-hmm.
go back slow again after this, or what we consider slow, I guess.
Right. No, this one was definitely had compared to the rest. This had a little bit more to it, a little heartbeat to it. It got to show us a lot of as far as
Yeah,
I
the
want to say,
whole
yeah, the whole
workings of the
character, yeah,
facility.
because you could tell how even the hum, like they were saying in the previous episode, kind of affects everybody back there, and you can tell the wear on, like you said, the people who are actually
Yeah,
working in that back section. And
yeah,
he was particularly like, it wasn't just like it was like veiny, and I didn't pick up as well on here, but I swear it was almost like he was veiny. He was really like when they took him off of that battery kind of deal, he was all kinds of like looking almost I don't know, it was just really kind of fucked up. They're like, okay, he's done. No more juice. Pop him in the oven. They're like, oh no.
Well, if it's like a battery, then what happens to batteries?
All
Unless
right.
they don't seem to be rechargeable. So
No.
yeah.
What's up, EJ?
once
Welcome, hun.
once they exhaust whatever they use to
What's up, Hal dear?
do whatever they're doing. Yep, that's all that's left is throw them in the oven.
Right, and that is what they did. But we do have one lady who has tried to do what she can to help. She was the one all along, the weak chain. They got her. All because of these two.
She'll probably die.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Well,
Yeah.
she might have gotten away with it, but probably not.
I could see that head lady, Sigsby, whatever her name is, maybe killing her.
No, you're not gonna be too
If
happy
she
with her.
finds out, if she finds out.
Well, she got her key card back.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if they will register because she goes through the building, so that still wouldn't mean anything because the cameras were down, so she won't be able to see the cameras. And as far as him being able to take thing off his ears, I mean, they like, where do you get the scissors from, maybe, but unless they can point it back to the flash drive that he's got, I don't know if they'll be able to catch her at first. Maybe later they will if something slips.
Yeah. Every image they get from the flash drive has a woman holding a mop, and you see.
Well, I don't know where she got it from. So, did she just take the flash drive and go in her computer, get it? Can they trace? I don't know if they can try to fingerprint the flash drive.
Images she took or something.
I mean, mostly because it's the way it's this is a high government thing. I'm assuming they'll use some kind of bullshit like we were able to detect based off of
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a one of them
seems
techie
like
people that make up shit on TV shows.
If she didn't steal something, like you say, from a computer, it was images or video somehow that she took, maybe somehow. But it could blow the lid off. But that's the thing. This is like military government thing, top secret, shadow thing. Who do you go to? You can't just go to the local police. They can't do anything, Like the one cop said, the lady cop, it's a federal whatever. They don't have any jurisdiction.
Right.
So it would have to go big.
And what was interesting is she said something, I believe, to Luke about give it to a reporter in town. We know who the reporter is.
She's not the good guy.
She's not the good guy. So there is your extra episode, Dana. If they do make it out, he goes to that reporter. They already think that, and he gives it to the cop first. I'm assuming Luke
maybe the cop knows that reporter ain't legit.
Now.
He puts two and two together.
At some point when he probably, so that would serve with all that. Maybe another episode. They're probably going to give us some more with this for at least another episode. Because we'll have three. Well, 4 technically back there. One's on this part of the battery, and then we'll have 3 dudes will be back there. Nick, Luke. Oh, not dudes. Nick, Luke, and our girl. The love trio will be back there together. Oh dear God. Oh God, the kids love trio. Oh shit. All right, well, we'll have that to look forward to.
I don't know if does that even have time to play out anymore?
Well, we got 3 episodes. They got to do something.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I'm imagining they'll have like a brief moment, and then our little boy here is kind of all alone.
Oh.
I mean, he's got the other kid with him, but you don't have his Luke.
Just like I'll see what season 2 would be about.
I don't see a season 2. No, I don't see a season 2.
No, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't know. Has anybody heard what this show's supposed to
No,
be?
I didn't look it up to be sure. I'm assuming there's only one season, unless they're just. It's such a good show that they want to not because there's only one book, right? So I mean.
They would have to go beyond source material if they keep going.
Right. And they could. Now, that doesn't mean they can't. If they feel like, the world was built up enough and they could come up with something after, maybe, depending on how they end it and how the book ended. But I'm assuming only one season.
Yeah. It's funny, though, the intro, how similar, it makes every time, man, I get from vibes when that intro song starts playing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like the same kind of type of thing,
Yeah, the same production or whatever. So they got that same kind of feel.
Yeah. That
I said
song.
it. This one was better. We got a little bit more of the mystery revealed
Yes,
to
I like
us.
that. You can definitely see and feel the from influence,
Mm-hmm.
but there is no from connection.
Right. Now you can tell it's made, or at least produced and all that by the same people. And our dude here got little balls this episode. He grew up so fast, Dana.
Good for him. Oh man, when he had to chop off his earlobe, I was sitting here like, is that the horror? Is this
Yeah,
the horror?
that's
Because
the
this is horrific. This
that
is
was the
fucked up.
gore.
This is fucking nasty.
Well, that was the
This is
gore, I
fucking
think,
nasty.
that they were
The
promising.
big old scissors. Just he said, I'm gonna stretch my earlobe. Little kid was like, fuck you, I can't do it.
Right? But
He's
this was
like, I can't
fucked
do
up.
this shit.
This bitch is so fucking like evil and conniving. And we were talking about it before,
Yeah,
like,
this confirmed for me that she's not going to be a turncoat. She ain't going to help these kids. She ain't going to like get a
nah.
sudden fucking change of heart or any shit. Like she basically confirmed to him right in this moment, yeah, there is no going home.
Right.
Because why else show him that?
Right.
Like this
What's up,
basically just
Jen?
gave the confirmation that yeah, you're do what we say or it's death either way, basically.
Well, it was not just that. It was so many elements to it to a degree because it's breaking him down. Like she's been trying to get him to kind of come around to the program in a way or get to so he can actually be, moved on to the next stage. And he's basically in the show's own way outsmarted her, whatever. He's basically outsmarted the system because they can't fully prove it that he's TP,
Yes.
right? That's what they've been wanting this whole time. And so in her, true fashion, she found a way to prove it because she got to him in a way that he couldn't resist. And she knew that. She hit him, really, she didn't even where it hurts the most. What he's been wanting to know is his family even alive? And she knew that he had TP. Like she knew it for a fact. So she was willing to risk this. She was calculated risk. She was good what was going to happen, or at least the potential of what was going to happen.
That's
and
probably
did.
her superpower. She's just a bitch.
Oh yeah, she is. Her super bitch power is off the charts because not only that she does this and knowing that what's going to set him off, right? Knowing that he's going to see this, like she presses that button, knowing that this motherfucker's about to come at her, and he does. He chokes her good. It was a nice little fun moment to see him actually finally show some spine. And it was a nice moment. But then this bitch, I mean, I get it. She's upset that he broke her jelly bean jar. But did she have to get so she was like, oh no, this is a teachable moment. Let me just I can't believe I'm so happy you did that because now I get to show you a nice little taser. Like you bitch. You could have taken that hit after what you fucking did. You should just you like pain any fucking ways. You should have, you fucking freak. Like you're gonna tase this kid because you showed him you got what you wanted out of him, and yet you're still gonna tase him because he choked you a little bit. I mean, what did you expect? You pressed the button, you knew he was gonna come at you. Why didn't you grab? You should have already had the taser in hand, sweetheart. But no, you wanted him to that's what I said. She wanted to get hurt. This bitch is wild. She's crazy as fuck. She's out of her fucking mind. I'm sorry, I rambled for a minute.
Hey, anybody that likes jelly beans that much, you gotta watch.
Right? That's true. Look, he's got more restraint than her at this point. I thought he was evil. I don't know. The tables have. I mean, he's bad. I thought, but now I don't know, man. Shit.
Oh, how the turntables have table turned.
Yeah, what she said.
Right? That was a fun one. I don't want to try to say it. But yeah, but it leads us to some fun, right? Because your boy comes in, Dana, saves him from being tased, all because our cop guy decided to show up and wander around and ask some questions.
Right?
I don't think this guy appreciated it. Yeah, his whole demeanor was creepy. The security guard.
I love how they like think he's a spy. What if he was sent from people upstairs
Right.
as a test? Dun dun dun.
Yeah, dude, like it's just a showdown this episode between him and security, man. I was like, oh shit. Which I thought was like, oh god, they gonna shoot. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna actually like get past him? No, he doesn't. He does what he needs to do. Gets them riled up. And he got them to come to him. Well, it was pretty good. He did a pretty good job, I'd say. Like you said, Dana got them worried. They don't know what the hell to think.
Right?
I mean, he got
Big city cop.
Look, she's all fucked up in the face too, yo. He got her ass. He popped her good. Go, Luke. He smashed her face in that damn jelly bean jar. I'm sorry. I was happy to see that one of the children actually rage on one of these motherfuckers for once. It took a lot, but he finally did.
Yeah. A picture back before this one of them on the bridge shows the fence in the shot.
This one?
The next one after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see how the wires turned toward the road? See, it should be, if you're trying to keep something inside the fence, it should have been turned the other way. But this is definitely keeping people out because it's turned that way. So that's something I think the cop would notice, and little things like that starts adding up to, well, what you're saying, because they got animals, infected animals or something, and we need to keep them in. Well, the fence says you're not. You're trying to keep people out. So things like that. So I think he's definitely very suspicious.
Oh yeah, he's
got his lady cop on his side.
Mm-hmm.
He got his lady cop friend.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to show this to you, but here, look at all this evidence and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but look, they finally touched Dana. Oh, is he touched? It's
now.
Like love is in the air.
Wouldn't it be fucked up if she actually works for the Institute?
No, well, you know what?
Oh no, you didn't.
Lady.
Oh no, you didn't.
That. That would be fucked up, but no, I don't think she is. But who knows? I mean, the reporter is, so it could be, But then I think they would have already known. Security dude would have known because he would. They would have reported that.
That'd be a pretty interesting twist.
I don't think though, because like that security guy, he's the one that's placing these people in the town.
Hey, I just said it would be interesting.
I know it would be interesting.
Would it be interesting?
It would be.
The way the lady shot her little lady friend, she's gonna turn around and be like, "I have to kill them now. You know too much." Don't.
Could be. I love this permit because
like, who do you trust in this town? Who do you trust? Like,
right.
I don't know. It's like.
Well, I love this permit here that it just doesn't seem to have anything really going on. It just is like no address. They didn't put a fucking address on there. No, apparently they was supposed. No, they don't have to worry about any of the, I don't know. It just there's nothing. They have a permit, but it doesn't seem like it had too much fucking information on there. That was for the fence, I believe. This was like one of the permits. I believe this was for that fence you were talking about. Or it just was their original permits. But either way, you put a fucking address on it.
Yeah, I think it was for that fence edition.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they are on the case, and they will figure it all out, hopefully. But yep, she's going to help him. She gives him everything he needs. Gives him the little key card. And I love the way he looks at her when she's like, here, I got these scissors. And he's just like, oh,
big ass scissors.
They was some big ass scissors.
Big ass diesel scissors. You're doing some damage with those bad boys.
Yeah. I was like, really? That's all you could find? Like, he might as well just cut the ear off at this point. I mean, shit. But
Terrible.
They were being watched.
Lop it off.
What's up, Amy?
Welcome, hon. Welcome. They were being watched, and luckily, though, it didn't matter. They were outsmarted their security here. But this was good. Like I said, every time I got the cop, especially this scene with them was really, really good. He's fucking uber creepy up in here. And you could tell like he immediately was like, oh, okay, let's go have a conversation. It was a good one. So there we go. I gotta skip through the kids stuff to get back to that conversation. Here we go. There we go.
I like when you said I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. He's like, please, I would love to hear what your theory is. And he's like, oh, if I would love to talk to your friend. Oh, you can't. Why not? Well, she's dead.
Well, no, did you peep what he heard? He was like, he said she. And that's when he was just like, yeah, well, you can't talk to her. She's like, he picked up, like, he didn't say it was a her or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Our little deaf guy, he emphasized that.
Mm-hmm. It was good. He basically, I mean, to me, he's thinking he's trying to, like, figure him out, but really all he's doing is probably confirming the cops' like suspicions and stuff. But there's a little more going on here than what kind of meets. He's like, oh, well, now in the social media days, we like to confront these sort of allegations head on. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. And when nobody know about what kind of things happen up there, infectious disease, my ass.
Right? Sure. If you say so.
Right? Oh no, Amy. Oh. They burned a hole right through the purse. And oh my god, the back of my breath. Dang.
That's crazy. Daisy right there.
Right. Careful with the vapes out there, everyone. I'm sorry to hear that, hon. That is wild.
Everybody's going to have to resort back to chewing gum. You never hear stories like that with just chewing gum.
No, but then people don't know how to use gum and get it everywhere and you step in it. It's nasty.
Does
Yep.
anybody do anything responsibly with these? I said, does anybody do anything responsibly nowadays?
I mean, we're very responsible, Dana. Oh, dang, honey. The battery was still hot when I was holding it. It was burning my hand. The lady at Claire's put it in her sink and had to take pictures of it. Oh, well, hopefully it don't burn down the... Yeah, no, the batteries, when they catch fire, I don't even remember what you're all supposed to do. I just know throw that sucker outside. I don't want nowhere in my house. It'll explode or something. I don't know. It just keeps going. Like the lithium batteries and stuff like that are wild. If you ever see videos like the car batteries and stuff.
Yeah. It's good you caught it in time. And, the keys, sometimes something like that could short them out or something like that. It's a good idea to try to separate when you can items like that, a battery anyway. But they're dangerous, man. They're dangerous.
For sure.
Good thing you caught it, because it could have been even worse, I guess.
Right, that could have been bad.
Right. Well, hopefully the mall is safe. Security took care of it.
Right? Well, we got another vape situation on our hands. Go
right.
Go vape.
Go vape. All right, so we got our boys here trying to still be all like, let's go, but Luke has been broken down a bit. He even takes a shot. He didn't like it too much, but he tried. Took a few. I don't blame him. But nah, he's not ready no matter what the little boy says or anybody else. He just ain't in the mood right now. Y'all just back off a little bit. He just found out that his parents were killed and he's pretty much knows they're all going to die. So he just give him a minute, just let him have a drink. Let it set in. And they were still trying to pep talk her boy up. And unfortunately, in the middle of them still trying to get Luke on board, we get a nice call from our lady here. Let them know there's a nice carrot cake today. And congratulations of our boy here moving on to back half. Woo! Go team. The boys are back in town. No?
Yeah, and the boss lady was sounding real enthusiastic when she threw it all. Almost like she don't care anymore. Like, yeah, you little effers.
Right? Yeah, no, this celebration was a little bit more fun than the last. I mean, everybody's having a good time. We even have hard lemonade.
Ooh.
It's a party. Look, margarita mix possibly. And look, look at a dude back here. Oh, they're so excited.
That's a good frame.
Oh, you just wait. We get better ones. Look at that. Woo! It's a look. They have all kinds of stuff here. And blowing the candles out. There's an even better picture. See, hard lemonade. It's a good time. Luke's not feeling the party, but look, it's okay.
He just found out his parents were dead.
Right, but look, man, the kid's trying to give him some cake. Snap him out of it. This carrot cake is good.
I don't want none of your effing cake.
Like, she's all like, you did it. Yeah, come on, man. Let's go. Woo. Look, he's back there. Thumbs up, folks. He's such a jerk. The guy in the back is such a jerk. And 12 candles, so he was there for 12 days. Oh,
I guess.
our boy
I guess
No longer than that.
Yeah, I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like shit. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh my goodness.
I started with the red one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah. Looks like 14.
Don't do that because I don't want to have to recount.
What? We had to be correct here.
I know I did it 3 times. I'm thinking I'm almost positive I counted correctly. Unless there's one hiding somewhere, I just didn't see it. That's possible. Here, let's go back to this shot. Let's see if that one's any better. Oh God, no, that
No,
actually
that's
no,
worse.
no. Yeah, that was. Let's stay with this one with 14 candles. So he was there for 14 days. Oh yeah, she was see Vic gets a piece of cake.
2 pieces of its chocolate.
Nice. Yeah, we got 14. All right, we think we get around 14 days possibly. He's been hanging around. Because our girl was what? Was she 13 days? Oh no, that was the girl before him, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Or before the first girl that went back was 13. She was like, why 13 candles? And then our next girl went in, and now he's going in. So I guess it's been like what 3 days actually. Wow, 3 or 4 days. That's weird.
They turning them over, man. It's a good turnover. That's why she's like, we're so much behind, and we need to get this thing going and keep it going.
Right?
Going.
We need more kids. Shut the fuck up and bring me more kids.
And this man got so much facial hair growing in. That's why he kicked all their ass. When she's like, how many grown men does it take to take down a child? He may not be a child anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
he was throwing everything at them.
This was great.
They were definitely caught off guard.
Right? Because they're all like trying to get him all, oh no, you're fine, or then he says something to him like, we know what's in back half. Like we know what the chimneys are. Oh. He's like, you can't fuck with us anymore. We're, what the fuck, bro? And then it's like he freaks out. Dude's like pushes her back. It's like it's on, man. It's on. And the kids is all like, oh, let's go over here. We're gonna be in safety in the fucking window corner. Whatever, dude. But our boy here, he's gonna hold it down. That chair. He already know this motherfucker. Now he don't want to like go hands on with him until he gets like at least 2 other guys on him. He don't want to fuck with him for real. But he does. There you go, Dave. Pops him with the chair. Hops over to the punch bowl.
This is frame by frame action, everyone. Narrated by Scarlett herself.
Right, dude. Still, look, he's waiting. He's fucking prowling.
Punch bowl was awesome. Punch bowl was great.
Slung that shit at him good. And then he gets on the damn table, kicks the cake right at her, dude.
I
He
wonder
gets
how
where
many
he
times.
baits him.
Carrot cake.
I wonder how many
Cook your
times they
carrot
shot that
cake.
scene.
Right? Him kicking that just right. But then he baits him, right? Gets him. He wanted this one. Wanted him all riled up.
Perfect. His plan worked perfectly.
He grabs him even. Shoves his hand into the door with the taser. Pow, pow, pow. He's like, yeah, fuck you guys. Y'all can't do shit. And then he looks at Luke, lets him know, I'm
Made the
okay.
sacrifice.
And then he turns back and is like, fuck you, motherfuckers. And he takes one for the team. And they
Sure does.
knock him good. I'm assuming he had like one of them little blood capsules in his mouth because the way they shot that, it was almost too apparent, but maybe it wasn't. But it kind of looked like that. The way they popped him in the mouth, and then he was just like spit out a huge chunk of blood. But then this is where a lady's like, "Woo! How many grown men does it take to take down one child?" And they drag his ass out. And it was like, y'all know that, you're beating the shit out of this kid. They need him in the back half. He's already, TP'd.
Take your shots, people. Take your shots.
Right? Oh, yeah. Wait. Yep. Your time to shine. There it is. Yeah. That is good. It is. See? That's
We
pretty
need
good.
that Pee Wee Herman clip. Word of the
knew.
day. TP, roar! Everybody starts screaming.
Right?
He just knew this was his last moment, possibly, to really be alive.
It was. It was his time to shine, and he did. That is good. I like that, Vic. Good catch. But, yep, they drug him out, which, again, you would think they could grab his ass up a little bit easier than what they had to, but whatever. I mean, he got what he needed for the team, but they're not as smart. Even our boy was like, what did he do? Why? He wasn't even angry. Well, that's why. That's why. So we can turn the heat up, fuck with the sensors, and get out. And our girl's going to help us. So, yeah, the plan, as it were coming together for the team. Well, he is a little mean at first. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I go back. Where was that? Here we go. Our dude Luke was a little mean to her. Had to get her a little riled up. Now, because of their conversations, our lady enacts, I forget what they call the protocol or something when you get like attached to one of the kids. Like the attachment protocol or something. Something like that. So yeah. Let's see. We got to get to the ear, and then what else did we get? Oh, that's right. We get a little fake fight between them two. That was like they said security here is stupid. Again, they can't even. They got this one guy trying to they ain't even paying no attention to the fact that he's over here and she's watching all this happen. So I was curious to see if she was ever gonna foil their plans, but she doesn't. For all her watching, knowing he's just off camera, and that these kids just all of a sudden start to bicker over the TV, and they've been he doesn't even usually bicker with anybody. So it's really, y'all just believe that? Or did she let him do it so she can catch him later? I don't know. Probably they're just stupid. But he does. He fucks up with the AC. And it turns into a good furnace in there for them. A good time. I'm trying to think of what else we got. Oh yeah, he gives him beef jerky. Gives the protein, Dana. He's gonna have a long, I guess, dig or walk or something. So he's gonna need it. But yeah, this was it. Again, this was kind of interesting because we at least get to see how. The sausage is kind of made, so to speak, and what the deal is, sort of. Our boy was mouthy. I give it to him. He tried a little, but in the end, there wasn't too much he could do about it. And it was sad the way that
But it
she
really
was
wasn't.
right. It was sad how she was talking to him, like he was trying to tell him like there's no resistance or something, and she's like, no, at least I get to go home or the headache stop. At least I have that. What's up, Chris? Welcome, hon.
Hey, what's going on? How's it going, guys?
It's going. Talking about the episode, we've dived into it a bit. The way I feel about it is it's better than the other episodes, or at least this one feels like it has a heartbeat to it a bit. A pulse, maybe.
I quit watching, Chris. I didn't even watch it.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Oh, no.
You liar. How
No,
dare
I'm just
you.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No. It's getting juicy. It's getting a little juicy.
Right?
Juicy
It's
now.
got a pulse there now. We got a little bit of a heartbeat.
I won't blame you if you recapped it. It just sometimes.
Now, see, y'all pieces of shit.
I watched it.
Thank you, Chris.
No, I watched it. I won't recap nothing no more.
No,
Story.
it's all good.
The worlds are starting to collide.
Right? But
A
this
little
was
bit.
sad the way she was like, because I was like, she knew like she's probably gonna die, but she was just like, well, at least this is what I'm gonna hold on to. Like, I have nothing else for my sanity, if nothing but to just know that the headaches will stop and I'll go home, even if it's not true. And then he was just like, yeah, that's nice. I'm glad you have that. It was sad. That was kind of sad. Like, I like his whole acting in this episode. He was really good.
Yeah, he probably gave one of the better, I think, acting performances.
Right.
Oh, yes. That's the only thing about this episode. The little boy annoyed the shit out of me this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. He just annoyed the shit out of me this episode.
Right.
We can't leave us to die. We're too young. I was like, oh my gosh. Shut up.
Somebody smacked that kid.
But it was kind of neat. They called it movie night. This one was a sparkler event. We even get to see, which kind of reminded me when I saw this. This honestly did remind me of Severance because of the different brainwaves being introduced back into a TV show, which probably not the first time, but just because Severance was still, semi-fresh. And they talked about, the 5 brainwaves and stuff like that. So that, they're showing that kind of stuff off. Not that this is like Severance, but it just kind of gave me that little bit of like, oh, it reminded me of Severance.
What was the deal with the sparklers, by the way? I kept trying to connect
We're
the
not
dots
sure
on
yet
that.
either. That one's trippy because if you play, like, when you watch this scene, the sparklers come in at a particular moment when she's getting ready to get the drugs and stuff. Like, it's almost like a ritual thing, but I don't know why they have to do the sparkler.
And then they went but it wasn't just in front of her. Like they went
around the whole group.
Yeah. I was kind of like, what are they doing? That was the deal with the sparkler.
Right, because originally I thought maybe it was some way to bring her focus to something, or it was just about her, like, for whatever reason, because she's got the main headset. I didn't completely understand it, but I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's some way to the light or the sparkle brings their consciousness to a certain point or somewhere they need to be or something. But then, like you said, they went around and they're all like unconscious, or not unconscious, but their eyes are closed, like they're riding the wave or whatever at this point. She's the only one that's still awake. So I don't know if it's just a ritual kind of thing. And it makes me wonder if this is the sparkler, what do they do for the keyhole event? Like, because that was one that they talked about.
Wouldn't this be considered a keyhole event? Like, these are the keyholes?
I don't know. That's because they called it the sparkler one. So I didn't know if those were different or if that was like the same thing. Right.
Just a sparkler event at a keyhole. Like, the kids probably don't call them keyholes. Just like they get an order coming down from the top. Hey, we want to take out this drug lord or whatever he is. So the keyhole is that, however they make the connection or something, maybe is what they're talking about. And then the sparkler event is something maybe to do with the kids, as far as, like you say, enhance or take them to a different level or turn something on or something in their head.
It's a mental aphrodisiac.
Well, because they do the sparklers at a particular moment. He is looking at her eyes and looking for a particular thing, because he said as soon as he sees it, he says, okay, we're good. and then they like the sparklers. The same thing is that they were waiting for a moment before they all closed their eyes. It
Right.
wasn't when she first walked in with him. It was almost like, no, they had to wait until he got past a certain point.
Yeah,
And then it was like,
got past security, I guess.
right, because see, they're still awake, and then he's getting pat down again, and then he's like, after that, he starts to walk over to the guy, and then they're like, okay, they go to sleep. He gets ready to administer or she does, I guess, in a sense, the drug, and then that's when he checks. And this is right before, like, she's checking for which one to get, right? They're like, okay, she's got the right one. Checks her eyes for whatever. Like, see, that's why I thought maybe the sparklers were for her, right? At first, when I'm watching the scene, because he waits until whatever it is that's going on, if it's the headset or just in her eyes, because her eyes are open the whole time. You can even see the sparkle in, back in her eyes. So I'm like, what is it? Is it bringing her? Because she was already talking about how, like, something like she was starting to lose. They thought she was losing connection, and she was trying to, like, no, I still have the breathing, and they're like, no, we're still good.
I wonder if it has something to do with distance. Like maybe the airplane crash was in America and maybe this is in a different country even. So maybe it has something to do with distance.
Which is weird because they said that one had a bigger hum than, like, it seemed like the hum was bigger in that one because it woke up when they did that keyhole. It woke up Annie. Even the kids felt it. That one kid felt it before the rest of the kids. And I don't know. They hadn't said that. It didn't seem like they felt anything from this, or they didn't acknowledge it.
Right.
So again, it makes me think, like, what was special about that one that was so powerful? Was it the kid, the conductor? Like, that particular conductor just happened to be more powerful with the kids in the room. I don't like, that's still kind of it's not explained to me, or I don't get it yet.
Yeah, they leave it pretty ambiguous. It's almost like they're showing you pieces as you go. Yeah.
Because then they do the sparklers. I think, they're still back there at the very back, and then she administers the drug. And then this little clock is back here too. And it was like green. I tried to get a picture of the numbers. I couldn't quite get it. It was so fast. And then it clicks over to red, and they're like, yeah, we got it. And then you see him, like, die. So it's not his death that completely triggers this. Right. It was her administering whatever, and then it was like, we got it. It was a tip.
That was her mission. Her mission was accomplished at that point, I believe. You know what I mean?
Weird. It was like, what was the countdown
like
for?
Yeah.
Why, like, I get, like, maybe the red to green, like, but why from, like, green to red meaning good? You would think green. I don't know. It was just weird. The whole clock thing, I didn't quite understand what that was about.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely vague, and I think it was made to be that way, so we'd be sitting here going, what the hell does this all mean?
Right.
Yeah, a little bit, the way they presented it.
If we take what I want to say Sigsbee said, remember she was saying, this is something, I forget the way she put it, or movie nights are just something.
This is for real.
Real. This is what we're here for. So I think movie night,
that's training.
Is when they're, like, maybe scouting out a mission or whatever, maybe doing the same thing, but not actually doing controlling. And Sparkler Night is controlling the whatever, a person or a pilot or
Keyhole could be, like, just planting something maybe.
Well, they even said they get their orders from up top, so clearly somebody passed something down where this had to happen.
Right. And I do agree though with you, James, as far as them, the quote unquote training is, because she said, like, sometimes we're, a coffee shop, sometimes we're just doing this, and that's them probably watching someone. They don't even know they're watching or whatever they're doing. They're just thinking we're training or whatever, but they're spying essentially.
Right. Yeah. Something like that. Yes. And the clock, maybe when we say keyhole, that's what I tied the clock to.
Oh, okay.
Like the mission is called the keyhole because whatever, like, they're connecting psychically, I guess, but is there something that causes the keyhole, or is the keyhole, they knew that doctor was going to be in there 8 minutes, no longer than that, so they had 8 minutes. is it something like that? You know, what's the clock actually clocking? You know,
Exactly.
or do they have a satellite or something that helps relay the kinetic or the signal? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of questions, but the clock tied to the keyhole, maybe how long the keyhole's open or the portal. I would call it something different than a
Like
keyhole.
the window of opportunity kind of
exactly.
thing to do what they got to do.
Exactly. But it may not be. That's just that, you know.
Exactly. It was very weird. If I didn't know quite what it meant either. A lot of questions with it though. It's curious.
I will say, this is the episode that proved that Sigsbee chick is like the cruelest bitch. Like, she's just a baddie. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, this
Oh,
whole
hell yeah.
this is the
thing she
episode where you're
did.
like, there's no ambiguity. Like, she's evil. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I was saying that before. Like,
Yeah.
there's no she's gonna help them or turncoat or whatever. Nah, she's a cunt.
Yeah, she's a total evil
Yeah,
one
what
now.
she did to Luke, and we were talking about this earlier, Chris. Like, it's bad enough the way that she was going about to prove his TP. Every time I say that word. But
People from a bubble.
yeah, I know, right? It's so hard.
Yeah.
But it was cruel. Sorry, it was cruel enough that she did this. But then, like, she knew it was gonna, like, come on, you knew he was gonna flip out. She was even like,
Right. Yeah.
into it, right?
Oh,
She
yeah.
knew he was going to do, like, she may not know he was going to choke the shit out of her, but she knew that he was going to get violent with her.
Yeah.
And
She was
then
supposed to tell him his parents were dead. What did she expect?
And then what does she do? She's like,
scene.
looks at him and is like, oh, this is like a teachable, like, oh, I'm so glad you did that or something. It's a teachable moment for him, and brings out the taser out and like, bitch, maybe you deserve that a little bit and take that. You like pain anyways,
Well,
take it hard.
positions of power make people, do crazy shit like that. I can agree. But at the same time, I think maybe the show is trying to teach us or tell us, not teach us, tell us that these people like her think they're doing this for the greater good. They probably just saved, thousands of lives by killing that dude and a handful of kids or something. So they think, the math is good math. We just saved a bunch of lives or something. So I think they're kind of seeing it as they're not the bad guys, even though they are the bad guys, and they're even cruel humans on top of that.
Yeah. So definitely her and our I forget his name, but he's my favorite one. Where did he go?
Yeah, Amy said that lady probably liked to be choked. That's what I was thinking when it was happening.
That's what I was thinking too. She's into that shit. I mean, maybe she don't want to buy a kid, but she's just like the way she hurts herself all the time and stuff. She seemed like she's into that shit. But yeah, her and our other little warden dude, that's a fucking asshole. They are extra cruel to the kids, in particular her. I could have found his picture any other time, and now it's like he is nowhere to be fucking found.
The dude with the sparkler guy.
Yeah, our asshole warden dude. I call him warden because he fucking treats them like that, beats the shit out of them. Okay, we'll just do this. Yeah, our dude right back here. These two right here are just the best.
I have to say, it's weird how like they still try to play this game like, yeah, we're having a birthday party, and like they're trying to be like all night. Like, I don't know, I don't get the whole,
Right.
it's so sarcastic that you're like, why can't you just like be evil? Like, why are you even trying to do this like birthday party shit? And
well, it's even more evil, right? Like because it's to them, it's almost sarcastically.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, they get off on like just torturing these kids in any way.
Right.
So yeah, because they know he's not happy about this, so they're extra like rubbing it in is what it comes down to, in my opinion. Until our boy lets them know that, hey, we know what's going on. We went over this. I did play by play, but yeah, it was good because their whole facial expression changes once he's like letting them know. She's all like, "Oh, come on," and then he's like, "No, we know what's going on back there." Oh,
Right.
because the way he steps up, like, 'cause he's behind her a good bit, but once he starts to really show his cards and what, like, his anger, our dude steps up real quick and then, shoves her out the way. Because he wants to go hands on. He's ready to go hands on anytime with these kids. So yeah, he was ready to try to get them, but I'll give it to her, dude. He outsmarted them, kicked the shit out of them. To be honest with you, I mean, he let them get him. He had them. I mean, he could have done even more to him if he wanted to. They really had no control over this situation, which was really bad. But, he did what he needed to. He took a hit for the team.
Yeah,
I mean,
once he saw that key card, that keyhole access was
they knew
knocked
he had
out,
to get
you
in
know.
here. They knew that
Right,
was the plan.
right. Yeah.
And which of course he figured out this part. He didn't tell anybody. He was like, this is what I'm gonna do. Sort of my life, because they were just outside, right? This all kind of happened very quickly. They were outside. Luke had just figured out what happened to his parents. They were all kind of outside drinking and what have you. And then she's like, "Oh, it's time for the celebration." And then he's like, "Yeah, fuck you, bitch." And yep, he plays the fuck out of them, and he takes the hit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, joke's on them, really. It's only 2 people left in the front half, right?
For
a little
now.
kid. For
3.
now.
And the other.
Oh, I thought it was 2.
Luke.
Oh, he's gone. He's split. But yeah, never mind. Yeah, they
Well,
finally.
Luke. Yeah, he's split now, so it is just the 2. That's right. I keep forgetting that Luke's done split because it happened at the end. So
Right.
And he's technically still on the property, so we'll see if he. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to escape. But I don't know. He may not even fully escape. We don't know because he didn't. We see him going outside the doors into the other like playground area of the back half, but we don't see him escape the fence yet.
I know. I caught. Didn't you? Oh, you must not have caught the teaser.
I did not watch
next
that
week.
Yet. I did not.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. So I personally didn't. All I know is that he made it outside the doors into the night.
Yep.
And he's got the hard drive. We know the cops basically on his way there. I think what James you were saying, it since would predict that at some point they're going to meet up outside.
Mm-hmm. They're both going to the same place.
Right.
It's going to be a search party, I bet, next episode, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, they're going to have to do something because that cop is not.
Yeah, if he does leave, if he does stay going, even by nightfall, they'll figure it out. And yeah, all hell's
I'm just worried about the cleaning lady. Yeah, cool.
She's probably not going to make it.
Yeah.
Well, see, we talked about that too, and I'm not sure because they're going to have to prove that she helped him, and unless that unless that the flash drive is able to connect back to her, I don't know if they'll be able to.
I don't know. I think they're going to find out pretty quick.
Well, I mean, how would they? Because the cameras were all fucked up. They couldn't see how Luke got out. And she's got her key card.
I would just see it as Sigsbee figures it out or thinks she figures it out and blames her anyway.
She would assume that maybe she helped him.
And probably kills her,
But we'll have to see if she actually...
Put her in the furnace. Put her in the
furnace.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, I don't know. She has to prove it.
There's no court of law, So.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like that. I mean, they seem like they're not just going to take people. They want to know who did it. And without her being able to prove it, I would think even the higher-ups are going to be like, well, are you sure she's the lead?
I don't know. I think Sigsbee would kill her just for suspecting. Right? Yeah, suspecting.
Maybe.
Well, they're gonna find the broken access door, right? That badge reader or whatever. Like they're gonna find that out. They're gonna piece it together somehow.
Well, they're gonna say. Well, they're probably gonna piece it together that Luke somehow was able to sneak through without being seen on the security cameras.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to figure out from that point.
Remember the towels?
He's the only weak link. Yeah, the towels.
Yeah. The guy's like, "Oh, give me a towel." She's like, "I'm not giving you a towel."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't need much. That Sigsbee, especially,
We'll see, because she didn't even because she was already sus of her. She let her stay. She even went walk right past her and didn't even, she was like, "All right, you're good."
She had one
shift left. I'm curious if Sigsbee's going to be distracted enough to not see and notice that it was her, and mostly just because they're about to have a lot going on.
Yeah,
it's
with the
not
dude.
just with him going out, but with the cop. They're already worried about the cop and they're trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
But
So
and
you
with
had
our
to watch.
boy being able to, I haven't seen the preview, so I don't know.
I
I
know,
have no
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
So
They
see, you got
kinda-
information
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going based off what
Well,
I
they
saw.
don't. It's not, but like they do, flash to her and like the warden mean asshole guy like behind her, like
Right.
So they allude, but there's nothing like written in stone.
We'll have to wait and see. Will Our Lady make it? She may not. I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know. I'm hoping for her that she's gonna at least make it through another episode.
I told you though, episode 5, things are picking up a little bit.
You know
It
what
took
could
it
happen?
long enough.
You know what could happen, and I think Dana can back me up on this. She's driving home, and there's a tree in the road.
Oh shit.
Tom, Jason. They see the lighthouse. Dun dun dun.
Anyway. So what? I mean, I just like the fact that like we're starting to actually see what the main purpose is and the goal is. So it seems like they can insert themselves into any situation and basically. Yeah. What about the doctor, right? Because like they basically took over his body, right, and made him.
Right. Oh,
So.
I'm assuming he's gonna be dead too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's how they're able to cover their tracks.
Right. Yeah.
Have a good night, Amy. Catch you later, hun.
Right.
See, Amy. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah,
Night,
he's probably
Amy.
totally fucked.
Yeah, we haven't seen this
That
guy
dude.
before
That
either,
dude and
right?
his family, because they mentioned his family.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they don't know that his brain was taken over by some kids in Utah or wherever they are, Maine. Where are they, Maine?
Right.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
all.
it's not. Yeah, that's their
So
cleanup.
did they say at the beginning of the series that there's more than one of these places, or is that am I just dreaming that? Do we know that at this point?
I don't think we do or not. From all I remember, that this is the only one that we know
Okay,
about. But there
Yeah.
could be more.
gotcha.
I don't remember them mentioning another.
Okay,
But that doesn't
I
mean
was dreaming. I thought they did for some
they
reason.
could have. No, I'm just saying I don't remember, but that doesn't
No,
mean it
no.
wasn't mentioned.
No, I
because
dream.
If
I
it
dream
was
shit
from
all
one
the
of
time.
the first episodes, I'm not gonna lie, some of that stuff gets a little hazy. I'm curious, was this when she was still looking at him, or because this is not from the same perspective as here? When they show these perspectives, they're like this is first person. This is her through his eyes.
Yeah,
This is third person or something.
I think if it's not just for editing purposes, then you can't really explain it because they wanted to give you
what he looked like.
a different look at the scene. If anything, you could say this is the people sitting down because they're not the conductor, and the conductor is the only one actually in his brain
With the first person perspective. Yeah. I got you.
Could be. Because I wondered about that too just now looking back. I'm like, well, wait, if this is her perspective, and it's through her eyes, then how are we getting these perspectives?
Yeah.
Because this is almost through the eyes of the bodyguard right here. Maybe or maybe not. I'm not even sure. It's weird. So I was even like, what the hell?
Do we see that on the actual screen in the room? Any of those shots? Do you remember? Or do we only ever see first person on
I
the
would
screen?
have to really go back and pay attention.
Because if not, that's an edit thing, probably.
They probably did that just for us, the viewing audience, that third person
You asked
view.
if we ever see a shot in the room that's not through the guy's eyes.
On this part of the screen when they're watching.
Yes. Yes.
We did?
There is a couple. Yes, there is a couple of shots where we see just the room set up and it's not through his eyes.
Okay. Yeah, that may be another kid, or the other kids or something.
We see a shot like this where you can see the screen like this.
Yeah, Dana was saying there's a couple of shots she thought.
Yeah.
I know we see these where it's like up close and you can kind of see him, but I didn't know if we saw it like where it's backed up and you can see like the whole room and everything. I couldn't remember.
It's quick. It's not a long shot or anything like that.
Yeah, it's definitely like remote viewing, to a degree. Or
And
really,
controlling.
yeah, they take it a little bit further. They did it. Like I said, it reminded me of what we said this a couple episodes back. Reminded me of what they did in Evil with
Yes.
their mate David.
Yes.
And he had to do a little bit of remote viewing, but the way they did it though was they didn't do this collective like this, and this is taking it even further. This is something even more than even what they did with that.
I imagine, I guess, even if it's not a sparkler night, but when it's just a movie night, there may not be any conductor or anybody controlling anybody. They're just looking at the room and listening, maybe, or something like that.
Right. Yeah, those are because, like they said, they just kind of are doing random tasks or whatever, or they're just randomly viewing people. I think so, like a coffee shop one night and stuff like that, which makes sense if they're spying. You know, to them it seems random because they don't know what they're viewing or what, they're probably viewing stuff and telling what they're seeing, or they can see it on the screen, but the kids don't know that that's what that meaning is to it.
Yeah. The break-in science starts really early, but when you start saying images from your brain on a screen, and then I could see maybe first person you going into somebody else's brain, even in fantasy, but just being a fly on the wall in the room, I mean, how does that work?
Well, even they said when the guy went to get the bottles to inject, they're like, oh, you can understand Russian, because at first he's like, oh, the bottle's in Russian. It's like, oh yeah, but you're him, so you can understand that.
Yeah,
it's like she's in his mind. Yeah. That's part of it's part of using the TP and the TK, right? Because
So James, what you're saying is in scientific terms, it's bullshit.
Oh yeah, the bullshit starts pretty early in this concept.
It floweth.
In the words of the scientist, it's
initially with the TK and the TP, but much less the Institute.
We have to, gotta also throw in the CP.
Yeah, that's right. That's supposed to be like the which one was that one? Dang it, we talked about that the other day and I can't remember.
Or the PC? Maybe
something.
PC?
I don't remember. It was something to do with like their clairvoyance or something.
It's precognition. Yeah, Miguel saying yes.
Yeah. But they're doing the stuff with the chips in the brains these days, so you never know. You never know what, not just the brain itself, but something technology implemented along with the brain, put into the brain or something, possibly, something could happen.
Mm-hmm.
We need that meme with the little boy in the car seat going, bullshit. Bullshit.
Right.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
But yeah, our boy stepped it up a little bit this episode. He grew a pair, he choked some people out.
That hurt.
Oh.
Look at him. He did it. Oh no, he's like, oh, my ear. My pretty ear. Oh no.
Oh, this part did fucking give me the willies when he would do fucking lopping off his earlobe. I was like, oh.
I mean, if you knew you were about to die and your friends were about to die, but man.
Well, I thought he ripped it out.
Like, I can't do it.
He did rip it off, didn't he?
Yeah. He ripped, like, he must have, like, I don't know. He tried to cut it.
He pulled it out.
He like put it in, like he put the blade in between, and then he just kind of pulled it off. I think he was gonna try to like maybe cut it, but he couldn't. And then it was like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm just ripping this bitch off, and he did.
Ooh, doggy.
But and it sucks, but he's gonna be okay. They did like the thing we do over here, Dana.
Right? They put the duct tape on.
They kept it together with a duct
Duct
tape.
tape
Done.
fixes
What
everything.
is new?
Right? I mean, that part of the ear is not most important. He's gonna be okay. He'll have a nice little cool scar there. All the ladies will love it when he gets older. If he survives, he's
My
fine. He'll have a
father
nice
made-
story to tell. Like, man, you won't believe this
Yeah.
time I was.
Yeah, well, what happened to your ear,
father
dude?
made
I
many
brought down the
band-aids out of-
shadow government operation.
Mhm.
Operation.
It works.
Right.
Duct tape bandages work.
And look, he left
Like
it there
many-
under his pillow for the tooth fairy. I mean, so they wouldn't catch him.
Yeah, till nightfall. Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
yeah.
And he's like, I'm dipping out, yo.
So let me pose a question too. Like, with all the people who seemingly have been conductors in the hospital beds afterwards, like, what do we know what the purpose of keeping them around is after?
They
Because even the
seem
girl.
still
Oh,
have
I'm
a little
sorry.
juice in them, from what she said.
Well, and that's the thing. Yeah, but they don't participate anymore in like.
Look, they're all
the-
connected up into something, which
uh,
might add to that, or maybe I don't know. It's powering something,
right.
and we were talking about that earlier too. I don't know if it's adding to the collective in some way, or God forbid, they powering this whole fucking facility. I don't know.
Well, and we saw the girl who got hit with the dumbbell. We saw her get wheeled into that with the rest of them.
Well, no, that
Um,
was her sister.
Right, the sister. But what happened to the bully? We still
We don't
didn't.
know.
We haven't seen him.
I don't remember
Yeah.
if they said.
Or the other sister.
Other
right?
sister's dead. I'm assuming. The way
The
she
one
said
that got
it.
hit. Right.
The one that got hit's dead. I'm assuming because the way they
Well, they
talked
wheeled
about when they
yeah.
wheeled her in said something about because of the sever of their connection. It put her into like this comatose state. So it led me to believe the other girl was dead. Like she's gone.
They
And
just
they were like, yeah.
incinerated. They went to.
I'm assuming.
Hmm.
And I don't remember if they said what happened to him because they might have went ahead and knocked him off too because he was having seizures and shit. Like he was not.
It was defective.
I don't think he was going to be able to complete the stuff they were doing, so they might have just got rid of him too.
Right, because they even, like I said, they even said, "Oh, we only have 2 people in the front half left." It's like, all right, they're not coming back. The rest of them. Yeah. Interesting.
So I'm not sure, but they wheeled her back here and hooked her up, took one off, put him in the incinerator. And I don't even know how long they leave them here because they're all kind of dirty.
Right, and I'm thinking like they must have a way to gauge that, and then when they run their course, they just kind of go up in flames, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering now that we know this, because I originally thought like Annie was someone that possibly was in this program, and they just never got her, or that she made it through. I wonder, is this always the way they've always done it, or was there a time maybe when they didn't do that, but now they're like, no, we gotta? Because remember they talked about how other protocols became in effect after social media and stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if maybe I'm still wondering if Annie, because I was always worried if Annie was able to she made it out of this facility because she's in the town and they know about her. So it was so weird that they would have never caught on to her and her not be part of this facility, having lived in the town out, with
that's what I was saying. Like that,
but
I
did she
highly doubt
really
this was
have
the
any?
first time she started spurging out like that?
But was she just a really smart lady and conspiracy theorist, or was she gifted?
Well, she knew about the pilot. And she said she heard the buzz. She heard the hum the night the kids heard it. Woke her up.
Right. But it doesn't mean.
No, it doesn't mean that. I was the way they talked about her.
She also made the comment about she knew stuff about the cop when they first met. The cop was like, "How the fuck do you know that?"
Mm-hmm.
I think she was gifted.
She listened to that radio station. I don't know if it'll ever come back up, but some radio DJ or radio person she was listening to radio show.
That was something they mentioned early on. That kind of I haven't brought that back up, so it could be something with it. Maybe it was him that was giving her the information. But she woke up from a dead sleep, and she said she heard it. She asked him, "Did you hear it?" The cop, and then she began to talk about what they did to the pilot and how they put the
Right.
numbers in his head. That was
Yeah, a little bit too much info.
a little too specific, which is
Yeah.
why I thought she had because she felt the hum. Like she said it was this like she felt them before. I thought she had said I could be making that part up, but I know she'd heard that one that night. What's up, Walker Dead Phoenix? Welcome, hun. Glad to have you join us.
Yeah, she could have been gifted. It seems like when they give them the shots, it enhances them to the point they can use them. Beforehand, it's kind of underdeveloped, and maybe hers, like she wasn't a part of the program before. She just has a little gift and was like part of the shine a little bit, and she was just lives there, you know.
Right. And that could be. They just never picked up on her, didn't catch her when she was young, or maybe she came into town as an adult. I can't remember how long she said she'd been there or what happened to her.
Well, she said she had 5 sisters. So maybe one of the sisters kind of also was like it, or like he just didn't get picked up. Who knows?
Well, yeah, and I mean, we don't really know how long this institute's been going, do we? I mean, we trace it all the way back to at least 2009, but I'm sure it was going well before that, right?
Yes, because in the intro we see old photos, like we see
Right.
older era type photos in the intro. So I'm gonna say that this has been happening for a minute.
What was the date on that one? Which at least gives us another kind of clue. Hang on, where was that permit?
Yeah, we got the yearbook. That was the first. That was
Well,
the
we
other
also
one.
get a permit for the fence. I don't know if it has a date.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, the cop mentioned too that they had to build the fence after the kids. Well, that was after the kids drowned.
I know, but no, was it after? I thought it was before. Maybe it was after.
They said something about the
It was
kids.
after.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
after. Okay, well, no.
That's how the kids got so close to the place. It didn't have a
Right.
fence before, and after the kid incident, they put in the permit and built a new fence.
That's right.
And on a random note, I kind of noticed they dropped like remember we were talking like, oh, are all the cops in on it? I don't think they are, because like they were talking about when he came questioning, they were like, oh, we got to keep this quiet, you know. They mentioned the police and like we don't want to let them know what's going on. So I don't know. I don't know how much the police, maybe some in the police are in on it. Did you guys catch that at all? I don't know. They did make a comment when the you know, when the cop came and was questioned when he was walking up there, and Sigsby was talking to that Stackhouse dude or some whatever, and they mentioned like we don't want to tip off the cops or something. Like I could have sworn like
Yeah, I'm hanging right here. I'm trying to remember when it was. Yeah, they were talking about him, and I can't remember what they said as far as like tipping off the cops or not. I know they said they didn't want to. Thought they were worried if he was like a higher up, but because he's a cop and because he's not an easy throwaway. Like you can't just wipe him away.
right, because they didn't know.
Because they didn't know
planted if he was planted too.
Yeah,
like
because he looked into his background and he knew that he was a former cop and he's got all this other background to him. So he was like, he's not just someone we can just kind of say, oh, something happened, da 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 da. They might actually have
raise questions. Yeah. Yep.
Now I don't know if that means that some of the cops aren't on the payroll or not. As far as with them, the only one that we know for a fact is the reporter.
Right.
She is the only one for a fact that we know he has.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the scene where I was like, oh, that's Sigsby. Yeah, she's evil, man. Like she's like, we were gonna kill him anyway. Just kill them all. Like, just kill everybody. Yeah.
So he's like, you're kind of quick to the draw. Or he's like, we might need to be a little smarter about this.
She acts well. She shows moments where she's calculating, but then she shows moments where she's just
like reactionary. This was like, you didn't need to do that to the child. You didn't need to tase him. It wasn't necessary. You got what you wanted, but she wanted the fun.
She likes the pain. She does. She's one of those. She likes it. She likes the pain.
But these two in general, I think, are just complete sociopaths out of everybody in the facility.
And
which is bad.
You got the Mad
Well, you
Doctor,
have to be. You kind of have to be to do stuff like this. Hence
right? And they,
why
yeah,
the little janitor lady is having such a hard time. Like you got to
Mhm.
be a sadistic, twisted fuck to really just be okay with doing any of this shit.
Right.
mhm.
And it didn't seem like everybody, even in the back half, is really as quite as sadistic as like these two. Like even this lady, like they're almost because their mental state is kind of questionable at best as far as because of the hum and how it's messing with them. Um, like they said in the back half, you don't have the same sort of like beating the shit out of you kind of mentality because you're already back here and you don't. It seemed as if the kids at this point are pretty submissive, so they're not. And it didn't seem like anybody in the back half was just sadistic for just to be sadistic.
It's
Now,
more it's more clinical, just like that doctor, right? Like it's still
right.
kind of cruel, but they're more
But they're
interested
not
in the
like the same
clinical
way
part
as
of it.
like that dude is. Or
Right? They don't get off on it. They don't get off on it.
he's
Yeah.
still the only one back there that gets off on it. Like even after our girl goes down, like these two back here are celebrating and he's worried about getting his rocks off. But he's the only one that's sitting there. Like he sits down looking at the kids with a smile on his face. While I'm assuming everybody else, like she's concerned. Other people are kind of doing what they're doing. They're cleaning up, whatever. Like they're going protocol. They're not necessarily helping her, but they're not like he's laughing about it. Like he finds it to be quite amusing. And even the fact that she cares about the little girl, he's kind of like, what are you giving a fuck about? He gets off on being an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. Even after that girl like faints, yeah, he's joking about it and like you've never seen this before. You act like you've never been a part of this. He's smiling, little shitty evil.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe so, Great Gold. I know at one point they were telling Luke that, the doctor was like, well, the fear he said the fear of the mind over the pain. So like, yeah, them being, cruel to the mind, so to speak, might be better, but they're just cruel. And I mean, they beat the shit out of them. He particularly just wants to beat the shit out of all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Makes
the
you wonder.
doctors, say that the fear does help to a degree.
Say who hurt him? Who hurt this dude? How do they pick this dude up?
No
Curious.
telling. The same
I-
way that
What
a
did
lot
that-
of psychopaths end up
like,
in the jobs that they end
job
up
ad
at.
look like? Looking
Yeah.
for asshole who doesn't
Right.
mind fucking
I'd
beating the
almost
shit out of kids. Like, what did that job application look like?
I'd almost like an episode of how these people came to get to where they are. You know what I mean? Like, or like
I'd be
figure out.
interested to know about the asshole. Like, how'd you end up here, you fuck?
Right. I mean, part of me feels like we're gonna have to figure out how that Sigsbee chick got there. Like, I
Right.
feel like we're
Like her
definitely gonna
story
get it.
for sure.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna have. I'll tell you what, too. We got 3 more episodes. They're only
Mhm.
doing 8. So I mean, I don't know. I
We
mean, how
gotta
are you
get
gonna wrap this
everything.
up? I know. How are you gonna wrap this up in 3
Well,
episodes?
we were talking about that too. So we know that. All right, you pretty much said like you kind of know like the boy may get out or at least get to a certain point. The cop's on his way there. He's going to get the flash drive. I'm assuming they're going to team up at some point with the flash drive. I didn't know if Luke was fully going to get out or not, or if he was going to try to stay. But either way, I'm assuming once they get out with that flash drive, he's going to tell the cop that the lady that gave it to him said to give it to the reporter in town. We know that the reporter in town is bad news. Now, whether the cop is fully aware of that or not, I want to say he is, but he may not be. So that could be a little twist of action there for an episode.
On that yet. Yeah, I don't think he's picked up on that yet. Something's gonna happen.
And I feel like there's going to be showdown
her.
between him and her,
Yeah.
and that's going to be where things are going to really,
Well, and you got to figure Luke's going to have to try to go back and rescue his boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Well, that's the whole point of him getting out with the flash drive, right? Is to try to get help. I'm assuming, and then go back.
I feel like they're going to mount a physical. Like they're going to go back. Like they're not just going to rely on a flash drive.
Right.
I don't know.
But they can't go back because the military's after them. In season 2, it's them being chased.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking their quest to go back is
God.
going to be season 2. You know what I mean?
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing, but
It could be. I mean, I definitely. Let's see. Let's go look it up. And
Let's hope not.
Great
Let's hope
Gold
not.
says, "Remember in Dr. Sleep, the kids being scared gave them better steam." Absolutely.
mhm.
Yes.
And they did say that the fear, like the way the doctor said it for what they're particularly looking for, which was weird. I don't remember. Was it episode 3? What was Dreambox? Was that episode 3 or 4?
That was the last episode.
Was it like,
4.
oh my God. See, that's how bad to this episode. All right. So when he was doing that, the doctor said something to him about, the physical pain and stuff like that isn't as good as the mental pain. But I don't know if that was him just telling, like, that was a whole fucked up situation anyways, because they were trying to speed up his processing. But he said something along the lines of that to Luke, because he went to the Dreambox, it was almost like a nightmare. It was to, make his TP go off the charts or some shit.
Say it again, Scarlett.
I know it's horrifying, but let's
Yeah.
see. Will we have another season? Season
I don't know.
2 of the Institute, maybe? Let's see. There ain't nothing coming up. See if they're gonna do it.
They didn't call it a limited time series, right?
No, they didn't. That's why.
Okay, so based off the AI overview, dun dun dun, I can't speak if it's true or not. Says while a second season of the MGM Plus series, The Institute, based off Stephen King novel, is not yet confirmed. There's a strong interest from the show creators to continue the story beyond the initial adaptation. The series is currently airing weekly. Showrunners have expressed their desire to explore more of the source material and potentially create a second season.
Well, I was just going to say, too, like that whole story with the cop and the lady cop and the whole mystery of it all. I haven't read the book, so it's tough to say.
I'm starting to doubt the lady cop. I'm betting she's working with the Institute. And that's
think
going to be a
so?
big twist.
You think so?
I don't know. I'm just saying that would be interesting.
It says creators' intent, both, and again, this is the AI overview. Both executive producers have indicated they have plans and ideas for potential second season, wanting to delve deeper into the world of the novel and beyond. So maybe even going beyond the source material.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
And Stephen King is involved in the project, which could influence the direction of any potential future seasons.
Where's your excitement, James?
So there's a possible season 2. I didn't think they would, but apparently there's more. It's still unconfirmed, but there's talk.
Flesh out. Yeah.
I was just checking my schedule, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it in.
Well, we don't even know. It's not even confirmed yet, James. So we don't even know if we'll be able to, if it'll even happen yet. So you don't have to worry about your schedule just yet.
That's wild, though, if you think about it. Like, if they're waiting for ratings or whatever to make that decision, that means, like, the whole, it's going to be one of those cases where it's, like, an unfinished story, because it seems like they're gunning for a season 2, but they're not, so it's like...
But let's get pissed off at the reviewers or anybody who brings up numbers, but numbers don't play a big deal in shows. Like, even... I'm sorry.
No, I know. It's one of those things where don't just do a season and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're going to cancel it. I'm like, well, shit. They thought I was going to go for another season. So, I mean, that leaves the whole show up in the air. Like, or they could plan it where, like, maybe it could end by the end of the season if they choose not to do a second season kind of thing.
Well, what you think then they're not going to take down, I would assume then they don't fully take down the Institute, or there has to be other institutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they said there were. When our deaf guy and the doctor dude are walking, they mention other facilities.
That's where it was.
I told you, James, I couldn't remember it.
I couldn't either. I didn't know.
Couldn't remember, especially the early episodes. I tuned out a lot of that shit after I watched it. It just went like whittier out the other.
Yeah,
well, that begs the question too. Like, that's going to have to be a totally different cast, unless like they take the cop guy, or like it's going to almost have to be its own. Like, I don't know how they would connect. I'd have to see how they connect this story to another facility. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean, they got the flash drive, right? So if the word gets out,
and see, we're going to see how that works out with the reporter,
right?
and what happens with that. I mean, I couldn't see them taking the cop out, but they could. I mean, again, that would
Well, of
be
course.
something. I would be,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
shit,
The
took
flash
out my
drive
favorite
has
character.
the flash drive has a map with little dots on it of all the other places.
It could. And it leads to cop. Well, maybe the cop doesn't even try to fully take down this facility. Maybe he does go after the other facilities, and we get this whole like investigative drama. I don't know, with a little blood from ripping off all the kids. Got to rip all this off their ears. There's your gore.
I mean, if they would have just added karate to this, it would have been much better.
Even a
Throwing some
flamethrower.
ninjas.
Throw a
Throwing some
flamethrower in
ninjas.
there. You know what? It's fine. I don't even care if it actually used it appropriately. The fact it's in here at all would step it up. No, I'm just kidding. This episode really wasn't as bad.
All right.
It's growing
I
on
think
you.
what you were saying, Chris, the way that Stephen King does his stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't seen a lot of his TV, anything that was adapted as far as TV series go. The movies, I know they're kind of a slow build, but again, that's like you're talking an hour and a half, 2 hours altogether. So you're 30 minutes maybe in before 30 minutes to an hour at best, at most, I should say, before you start to get, into it. And it's not as bad. This is like, 5 weeks in, we finally get sort of a pulse to the show.
Do you remember any the Langoliers? Anybody? I know I talked to you, Scarlett, about this, but you remember that show, The Langoliers? That was another Stephen King thing.
Yeah, just to say, I don't think I watched that one.
No, probably not. That was like in the 90s when I was a kid. But it was like the original TV series, like The Stand. You remember The Stand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was actually good. I actually enjoyed The Stand.
Yeah, and well, it proved, because that was like it was kind of a miniseries too, but like it took this type of format where it was episodic. Yeah, that's the word. And so it proved that like you could take a Stephen King thing and kind of stretch it into something. Well, even you remember, I mean, that was 2 parts, but like it kind of proved that they can do it. So I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of Stephen King stuff. You guys read, like, this is supposed to be adapting like a couple more shows from his.
Yes.
Did you see that? Like, there's like, and then there was that an old one, The Outcast or something, that's supposedly getting a lot of views now from streaming, and I missed that completely. The Outcast. I guess it got like really good reviews, but it didn't catch on. So I've just noticed there's been a Stephen King mania lately. Yeah, stuff to think about. But
yeah. And maybe again, it could have just been some of the acting. There were things about some of the first episodes that I liked, but it was mostly the kids' whole deal was just.
They could have condensed it. I think they could have condensed some of those earlier episodes. I don't
especially
think
if they wanted to do like what's irritating me now is knowing they want to do more than one season, and it's like, well, then if y'all are already going to go maybe possibly pass or even expand upon what's already there, then y'all didn't. I mean, y'all could have. I don't know. Whatever. But this is also Stephen King is also working with this, so it's not like I'm gonna say it's not as if this is just them kind of taking his shit and doing whatever they want with it. He is actively involved with this, so this is also how he wanted to play it. But again, I just don't like. I didn't like the New Mutants kid aspect of the first couple episodes. I didn't. That wasn't my vibe, but. Some of it, it'd be alright.
They didn't really get into like they didn't really highlight or showcase their powers that much, other than the little annoying kid and then the dude who played with water.
Mm-hmm.
And then even Luke, like, yeah, you got a little glimpses. Like, I don't know, they could have did more. They could have made it a little bit more spectacular, in terms of showcasing their abilities and stuff. Otherwise, they just look like a bunch of kids that they hook up to machines and shit, and like, give them shots and like. I mean, now we're starting to see what their combined powers are like, but I don't know. Like, they could have did a better job, I think, like showcasing that. But again, it goes back to my point. Like, why couldn't they overpower them then? If they had all these powers and stuff, like, I don't know.
Right.
If they were that, if that guy can like lift water off the air. Why couldn't they lift that warden guy and throw him out a window or
I
something?
said
You
the
know?
same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
you know.
Well, he
nobody
said like he
used
can
their
only.
powers.
He even said something like he can't lift but so much.
Right.
As
And
strong as
yeah.
they are, it doesn't seem as if they want their TK, which is that's what that is. They're being able to, I think, move items.
Yeah.
Seemed like they were more interested in the TP, which is what they want them to develop. I don't think they want them to truly develop those sort of superpowers. And maybe that's what the shots do. They kind of transition you more into that. I mean, it made his other powers stronger, but he still was only able to move the coin.
But even the kid who when he flipped out and he caused the scene in this episode and you know got all the guards running around after him, he got thrown right to the back half, and it's like, well, was he supposed to be in the back half, or did they just get pissed off and just throw him back there? You know what I mean? Like, because they always talk about the kid who causes all the shit during the birthday party.
Oh yeah, he apparently while I guess Luke was in the office with her, I'm assuming I guess they determined that our other boy, he probably went to the dream box.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't show it. You just when he comes out and talks to him, I guess we're just supposed to. I can't remember fully, but I want to think that we're just gonna infer that it's his party day because he comes out and says something to him because he brings out the liquor, and I think he brought it out for himself because remember she got one too when she was the girl. She came out with like a wine cooler or whatever. So I think it's like they get that little bit of alcohol or like that because they even said that early on. Like every now and again you'll get something extra strong, but mostly it's nothing. But he did. He seemed like he had like our little mini shots.
Like our 99s.
Yeah.
Like those little 99.
Yeah. I forget. It was like some little whiskey bottle or something like that. I couldn't get the label. Damn it, I didn't get the label, but it looks like some kind of maybe whiskey. But
yeah, it looks like some Jack Daniels or some shit.
Or something, yeah, right? That's what I was taking it as, but and I'm assuming that he brought it out for himself, but then after talking to Luke, he's like, "Here, man, you probably need this more than me." Or the kid told. I don't know if they made that very clear. I can't remember. But I do remember him having a conversation. I want to say during this conversation, he said something about like he was going back there and that don't give up or whatever. But then he's like, "No, I've already developed mine too." I have to go back and re-listen to that now. But he graduated. He was there 14 days. We counted the candles.
Woo!
Happy birthday! Look,
Happy.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Throw a punch bowl, kick a cake.
Yeah, it was a good throw on that punch bowl. Yeah, look at that.
Nice, too, man. He fucking grabbed his shit.
It was a good throw on that chair. He nailed that dude with that chair. He was just like right in the face.
It's like, fuck your chair.
Hey, look, I swear the way it's aimed, I was like, did he do a Mortal Kombat move? Just the shot. I was thinking like, what is it? A chick with the fucking blade? Like,
yeah, Kung Lao throwing his hat.
Or some shit like that, right? I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, that's funny.
I have the power of the birthday cake.
I'll give you some punch.
Right? Yeah. So
carrot cake. Of all the cakes, kid, that you could like want or request, a carrot cake. I was like, oh.
I don't even frosting.
I wonder, did he even request it? They were like the chefs or somebody's told us that you enjoy carrot cakes. We have a delicious carrot cake. I actually do like carrot cake.
I don't mind it with coffee.
What about you, James? Are you a carrot cake guy?
I'm not really a carrot cake guy. No,
I like carrot cake. It's good. I like the icing.
I just like the frosting.
The icing's like the best.
I could probably eat it, but I don't.
I like it.
I'm never sitting around going, "Damn, I wish I had some carrot cake."
Well, no, but
it was just
that icing though hits. I'm not even gonna lie, Chris. That icing does hit.
It does. It really does.
Makes me love the carrot cake. Like that's.
Yeah. I'd even say I just eat the top of it and then throw the rest away.
Yeah, I know,
You
but I still like the rest of it. It's good. See, look, we got some folks that are into it. Vic and Billy or Bill Chili, y'all already do it. We like
It's got to be moist. I hate to use that word.
Really,
yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Really, Chris? This was not the place to say that. This is
How
not the
moist do you
place
like
to
your
say
cake,
that.
Chris?
I
Right?
like a moist.
What are we
cake.
talking? Will you elaborate further?
He
Please?
is. I just asked him. He's trying to. He likes a very
Uh,
moist cake.
Yeah, it can't be dry. Ugh. Gotta be
You
moist.
don't want like that sandpaper feel in your
Keep
mouth.
it dank. Keep it dank.
You don't want the you don't want that sandpaper feel. All crumbly and dried up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, you asked to elaborate, David. See?
Okay.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
just
I don't
better when
yeah.
you bite into it.
Oh my God.
Do you
That's
like
it.
to lick
Bye.
icing?
I don't want to talk to people no
It's
more.
about the mouthfeel. You know, you need a good.
So, Chris, James, do y'all lick the icing off the cake?
Oh,
Be careful how
Dana.
you answer that.
I gotta go.
You guys are fucking disgusting. You guys
So,
are
Dana,
disgusting.
how's the weather up there?
Not so good.
Look, see, good. Dry cake is so good. Bill likes moist cakes.
I
Oh
think
my
my
God.
I think
People
my
are all
smoke
fucking
detector
sick.
is going off.
You're all a bunch of sick bastards.
Aren't y'all happy y'all got to talk about cake today? Remember what happened the last time we talked about cake? That should have been your warning. Remember, Dana?
I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it.
See, you can't talk about cake around here, folks.
Stop ruining everything I love.
Well, we already ruined the cake, so it's fine. We just
Look.
continued.
We still got like 4 minutes before adult hour.
No. This was already labeled as a non-child stream.
I'll tell you, I really only
my
like
God.
ice cream cake these days, to be honest. When I worked in a bakery, I smelt the cakes, like just working in a
Right.
bakery. I cannot, like, I can't do
Same.
sugar frosting cakes anymore. Like, I can't smell them. Like, my
Right.
ugh.
And I worked
We
in
need
the
a better.
cookie
Yeah, I
shop.
don't like just the normal frosting anymore, like you get at Walmart
Yeah,
stuff. That one's not
yeah.
good. No, you gotta have like a good frosting.
Yeah.
Now
Wait
I
till-
do
wait
like
till-
doing the dump cakes.
Wait till Lindsay, you taste Lindsay's bake stuff. Oh, she makes some good stuff. She recently just made Miguel. What were they? Homemade Pop-Tarts?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
I'm
good.
ready for them.
Vic says the wetter the better. Yummy. Ruin the cake, says Bill, and I love to hear Dana squirm. LOL, says Vic.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Fair.
I'm glad my squirming is entertainment for you.
Are you entertained?
Are you not
Let me
entertained?
entertain you.
I started watching that show Rome.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that. Man,
I
it's like
do and I don't. I want to say I can't remember if I started it or I just heard about it. There's so
precursor to
many.
Game of Thrones. A lot of nudity. Holy nudity.
I'm
Oh my
sure.
god.
Well, a lot of those kind of shows usually are if they're set a little bit later
Like-
back in time.
I mean, we're talking.
Particularly, they're super nudes all over the place. They love to let that shit just hang out all over,
Right?
Oh yeah, full
like
frontal.
the Garden of Eden.
Nobody's safe. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I was like, damn. I started watching it. It's
So, how many melons did you see in the garden? How many eggplants?
Oof. Yeah, hey, there was a little bit of both. To be honest with you, you're not ready for it either. Too. It's like,
They
like,
just start swinging it in your face and shit.
you're like, oh god, no. And then sometimes you're like, oh, okay, nice.
It's like, oh god, no, he's fucking just walked in frame right in your face. You're like, oh.
Yeah, but that looked good. I think it only went 2 seasons though. It was like 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I thought it came out around the same time as Game of Thrones, but it actually came out like 5 or 6 years earlier. Yeah, just throwing that out there. It's pretty something to watch. You know.
Yeah, it was a good one. I think I watched that one. It was good.
So far, so good. Yeah.
Well, they did a lot of extra things at Roll and stuff like that back in the day. They got a little freaky.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Chris knows. He's all about it.
Hey, you know.
Love seeing
how
them
do these
things swing around.
conversations always go so left?
I don't
I
know.
swear.
Shit, who do I get to blame this time?
Me.
James.
I think it was me. No, well, all right.
Wait a minute.
When all else fails, just blame James. It's all James's fault.
Damn, I wasn't even gonna
You're
blame
bad-
James. I
you're
was
a
sitting
bad
here trying to
influence
figure out who
on
to
us,
blame.
James.
I was gonna damn near blame
You're a
myself.
bad
I was like,
influence
shit, I don't
on
know who
us.
to blame on this one.
Well, you know,
You know what you did, James.
I'm just a dirty old guy.
He's a dirty old man. We're talking about birthday cake, people. That's right. Tell them, Vic. What are you talking about, Dana? Oh.
I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I can't even answer that question.
Hey,
I
Miss
just don't
Wetter,
know.
Miss Wetter the better turned it around on us.
All right. Well, Vic, do you like extra frosting on your cake, or are you a light frosting kind of girl? How frosted do you like your cake?
See, that's
What? We're talking about birthday cake. If you go to Walmart, they put you like 2
you guys
inches of frosting on that shit. Some
I hear
people
you.
prefer
You
like
guys
an
suck.
inch. Do you prefer how many inches?
God.
How was the weather? How was the weather? I didn't hear you, Dana. It's been stormy, huh?
See, we're angels. We're talking about cake. I'm talking about how many inches of frosting do you like on your cake? I tell you, they really so much in straight. It's big. Oh my god. Oh, well, yeah, that might be on me. But back to the show.
Obviously, it's on Vic.
No, I kind of led her to that. I mean, we kind of did that together because I was hoping she would
I just meant
play
the drip.
along.
I just meant the
So
dripping.
this is what I'm in
It's all
for,
about
huh?
the drip.
When you-
It's all about
when we all meet up, this is what I'm in for, huh?
It's gonna be worse, Dana,
Bunch of
because we're
dirty
gonna be in
bastards.
person. You won't be. There's like more shenanigans opportunities when we're in person. It
Yeah.
gets worse.
Everybody would be like, "Where's James? I think he walked out to the farthest edge of the property again."
Right? And James is on a walkie. Dana, where's Scarlett? I need to go get some food at the kitchen available.
James is gonna just hang out in the fitness room with all the equipment.
Yeah, it's like I had to get the hell out of there.
He's gonna just be with the exercise bikes.
Cycling. Hitting the Peloton.
Oh goodness.
Like, it's James, he's hiding. Just put the towels on me. I'm not here. Or is this me actually? Maybe. Don't tell Miguel my secrets, Dana. Is he still there?
He is, but he can't hear you.
Haha, he's listening to the stream.
No, he's doing.
He didn't get to hear my secrets. You piece of shit. I'll
No.
still win the non-war that we're not having, Dana. What did he say? He can't hear me.
No, he's talking to me. I gotta do stuff on the. What do I have to do?
Uh-oh.
Bake a
No.
cake.
Sorry, he's actually doing something.
No, Miguel's
He's
gonna
just
bake that
shaking his
cake. Well, actually, he's gonna turn the oven on. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, Miguel's
see?
got to turn the oven on first, and then he puts the cake in the oven and frosts it after.
How's the weather in Boston, Chris?
What? We're talking about baking. You gotta turn the oven on first, and then you make that cake. You put that baby in the oven.
Okay, I'm jotting this down.
And some people prefer to leave it in there a little longer than others. I don't know. That's however long it takes for it to be ready.
That's how you get a dry cake. Leave it in the oven too long. Get a burnt cake.
Well, if you don't, there's ways around. Yeah, I don't have anything to say to that. And then when it's ready, when the ding goes off, it's time to frost.
Jesus Christ.
Clip that.
How did we even get this? This is crazy. It all started with the carrot cake. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Wait.
Scarlett always wanted to go viral. She'll be bigger than the Hawk Tuah girl.
Well, I'm sorry. When it's
We're
time to
talking
what?
about birthday cake. Y'all are so dirty. We're talking about how to make a birthday cake. I was teaching Miguel how to make a birthday cake. For all the guys out there who don't know how to bake, and maybe you don't have a lady right now teaching you how to bake.
What the fuck?
What? What? When you have a lady,
Miguel's
normally
really
she
picky
bakes.
about cake.
Dana, do we?
He's really picky about his cake. I'm sorry. It's the truth. I can't but he really
What
is.
is wrong with you guys? We're talking about birthday cakes and stuff. God, y'all are disgusting.
We are. He hates chocolate. He does not like peanut butter.
You like vanilla, though. I know that's what's up. I know. He told me that. He said, no, he don't want that bananas.
Cannolis.
He don't want a banana. He don't want no chocolate. He want that vanilla.
Crinkles, I don't know what's going on.
We're talking about cakes. We're talking about
sitting here
baked
smoking
goods.
my blood.
Well, I
We're
mean,
supposed to be talking about the
I
Institute.
know nobody asked, but the weather's been pretty good here today.
Y'all are just bad. Look, we're talking about baked goods, man.
How's the farm, James? How's the farm?
Well, there's no cakes here.
No, you said you eat some cobbler. You're a cobbler man.
Yeah. Good
What's
weather.
your favorite peach cobbler?
Peach cobbler's good, yeah.
You like cherry cobbler? What kind of cobbler? Apple? I mean, you can make it with anything.
Peach. I mean, if I had to pick one, peach, I guess.
It's nice.
My mom actually made a strawberry rhubarb pie with mine. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know if you guys ever had that.
Strawberry
rhubarb.
Strawberry's actually good.
Yeah, the rhubarb is good too because it's
right.
It gives you that little bit of tart with the strawberry.
Yeah, they mix together really good. Like you almost don't even notice the rhubarb in it because it blends with the strawberries so good.
And really quick, when we're talking about weather, I was not aware of this, but Canada has been having some wildfires, and where I am, my sky was fucking cloudy as hell, man. I looked up. Yeah. It would have been a blue sky, beautiful day, and it was like, no, it was all clouds. Yeah, it was bad where I was today.
That's crazy.
They were issuing alerts.
The last Canadian wildfire, our skies were actually red here in New York. It was crazy. Like it was red.
It's crazy how that can move.
And Lindsay's texting me like, don't go outside. And I'm out walking Nico. I'm like, why? She's like, it's like really bad outside. I'm just walking the dog. And I'm like, what's going on? But you could actually see the smoke. It was like it was fog like out here, and the skies were red. It hasn't been like that this time around, but you could definitely it's musty outside.
Well, I think it was coming from it hit you harder too, I think, the last time. This time I think it's coming from more northeast. Because I saw the way
you have to look at the pictures. If you just look at Manhattan during that, it was eerie. But no, we've been getting alerts for the past 2 days. Our air quality is bad. Keep your windows closed.
Right.
Clean your filters.
Good day to have air conditioning.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of filter some of that out. Yep. Yeah, so that's messed up. I didn't think about that today. Yeah. Up in Boston was like that,
Yeah, we've been getting the alerts for a couple days now.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I don't really check out the news too often lately, so kind of hit me like.
Well, I live on my weather app because I'm just a weather geek, so it came through my weather app.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
How about
good luck.
Well, hopefully everybody up there is safe. Lots of prayers to anybody up there. That
kills all the
hopefully,
bugs.
do something good.
Bugs.
But
eating my cucumbers. bastards.
I definitely hope anybody who may be up there dealing with that is definitely safe, and hope you guys, the weather clears up for you, because that sucks.
Well,
Y'all had to deal with that before, right? There was like fires before or something where like New York had a
Yeah.
whole bunch of smoke and stuff like that.
Mhm.
yeah, it blew through. It was into like Western Mass and like Connecticut, I think tonight. So you might still even be getting it, unfortunately. Hopefully it's not as bad.
Probably.
Like it might dissipate a little bit, but yeah, it when I was looking at the radar today, it kind of like it passed
Add it
by
to the
tonight.
list. The fuckery
Yeah,
of the year.
yeah, right.
Just add
Yeah.
it to the list.
Yep.
Add it to the list.
But yeah, so on this episode, if you guys in the chat and on panel would give it a rating, where would you rate it at? I give this one honestly a 5, possibly a 6. If I rewatch it, there might be some points where I give it like a 6.
Yeah,
What
I'm
you got?
around a 5.5. My score lowers every week because I just keep getting more disappointed.
I give it about a 6.
I had faith in
6
you.
now.
I had faith in them, and they destroyed my faith. Like I tried. You know me, I was rooting for this show. Everybody was dicking on me, but I was rooting for this show. I was holding out hope. I was being hopeful. I was like, let's hope it gets better. And I just keep getting more and more disappointed. So it's like a 5.5.
Mm-hmm. And Chris, you said you gave it what, like a 6?
6, yeah, 6.65. I mean, I think 6.5 is too high.
Mm-hmm.
About a 6, yeah. I mean, I'm wondering if these two are going to hook up the cops. You know, the
Right.
game seems to think there's a villain arc to the female.
It could be. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I don't see it, but I didn't see some other stuff, so I obviously ain't paying as much attention as I thought I was. So
She's
it's
pissed he
possible.
still got his car. Yeah, she did mention like, you still got my car. What the hell?
Well, she's like, you
Yeah.
didn't gas it up, and he's like, oh no, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
oh, thanks for letting me borrow it. She's like, typical. My mama always said I get with guys that aren't reliable or some shit. Oh damn, mama said.
Right.
And what about you, James? Where are you at with it on this episode if you had to rate it?
Yeah, you know, I could give it a 6, but
Yeah.
I'm like
Push it
a
out.
5 overall, but there's some moments where I give it a 6.
The mystery part's the more intriguing part still.
The
to
cop, the stuff that happened
there's
with
no mystery.
me. Well, the kids and, you know, there's a little bit going on
there's
there.
a little bit of a mystery to a degree now, but for me, what I liked about it was the cop scenes with him and her and him, just him in general with anybody, and then our boy Nikki. His stuff kind of bumped it up for me. When I watched that stuff, it's kind of a 6. Everything else is about a 5 for me.
Yeah, the kid who plays Luke is like pretty bad actor.
Right. I mean, he stepped it up a little. He choked
Yeah.
her.
I don't know how they how they landed on this kid when they casted him. To be honest with you, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how did he win? Like, how did he get the role? I don't know.
yeah, he's not that great.
No, it's just very wooden. His performance is very wooden, like very.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
he just doesn't captivate you enough to make you like want to care about him. Like we should be really invested in him. And he's just not as captivating. Like this kid is more captivating.
I mean, he's supposed to play an awkward kid, right? A geeky, awkward kid. So I get that. But I've seen plenty of other movies and shows with geeky, awkward kids who had more, I hate to use the word charisma, but just there's no like, yeah, there's no like nothing popping with this kid. And everything's just very wooden. His reactions are very, you know, like a high school play, you know, like it's just not.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, you know, like it's not very believable. Like he doesn't sell it. He just does. You know, I watch wrestling and like they sell it better than he sells. You know.
Like I said, this episode was a little better. I give him a little bit. That could just be the scenes themselves being so intense that made him look a little better.
Yeah,
when he had choked. That whole scene, just him having to see about his parents and then him choking her, and then there was the ear when he had to do that. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna actually do it. But it could have been better. No, it could have definitely been better. He could have done a lot better with it.
No, I agree. Those two scenes were probably his best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
and that again, I don't know if that's because of necessarily his acting or just this because of the scene itself and what was going on with it. Let's see. Bill Chill says 6.1. He gives it. Vic gives it a 4. Whoosh. Bringing them ratings down. We're definitely down to a 5-ish.
She needs to get more frosting on that cake
Oh.
to raise the
snap.
score.
Really?
No,
Really?
she likes it dripping. She said it herself.
How did you
Better
circle
the
back to
better.
that? How did you circle back to that?
I'm just reading the
Jeez.
chat.
No, but I hate to sidetrack, but Miss Jen, the teacher, she threw up something. I don't know whose Discord she put it up in. Now that I'm like watching all three, I don't know which one it was, but I guess somebody bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren house,
Oh, really?
and they are fully opening it up to people.
Oh, no. Oh, wait.
I'm good,
The
Scarlett. If you would like to visit the house, no, like you're gonna be able to sleep there and do
I
like they're
gotcha.
making it like one of those type of things, not just walk through the museum. You're gonna be
Yeah,
able to rent
they're
it
doing
out.
what they did with the original Conjuring house, the one that's in my state. Yeah, they're doing the same thing where you could go and like make
I
it
don't
like a bed
know,
and breakfast.
but
Yeah.
I'm good. I told Jen I do a drive by. I'll wave. I'll be your getaway. If you guys want to go in and dabble, but I am good.
All right,
Especially
well,
not
sign
after the
me up.
dude
You
who
know,
just
if you
fucked with
guys would like to
Annabelle.
see that, pay the Cash App and we'll make it happen because I don't have the money to get there. But we'll film it if they let us.
Oh my God, you're gonna get us killed.
What? We'll have it on film.
You get to see. So you
We'll die on film. That'll make it just that much more captivating.
do they have all the relics still in the house and
I mean,
stuff?
They sure fucking
well,
do.
Dana, you know
They
what?
just got Annabelle back.
You know what? We'll be able to
Damn.
prove to James that Supernatural's real.
Mm-hmm.
He won't be able to deny it then.
Right.
And then you know what, Dana? We're gonna say it on stream now, and because of that, James, we will haunt you for the rest of your life. So
Wow.
we won't be
You did say
gone.
you're not. Nothing scares you.
So we get to go and be with
is
you
that
in our afterlife in
you'd be
purgatory.
willing to go around this house?
No, we're gonna send
all
him the
that shit?
footage, and our souls will be attached to it. Like what was it, the ring or some shit? And he'll never be able to get rid of us.
Jeez.
I can see that. Hey, did you know Scarlett and Dana? Yeah, Scarlett got famous after she went viral for her
Don't you
birthday
dare!
cake.
No,
For her
we're talking
birthday cake
for our
recipe.
baking skills. Our baking skills.
And now they're haunting me.
Well, Vic is asking.
No, I am
Yeah.
not going to that house. I am
Well,
not
Vic's
going to that
asking.
house.
It's a
I'll
haunted
walk the
house.
driveway, whatever. Drop me off outside.
It's from The Conjuring.
It's out in Long Island.
Yeah.
Well, can you at least drive me to like the mailbox outside on the street, Dana?
I'm
drop
thinking
her off.
about it. Only if James comes. I'm no.
Why you gotta drag James into this? Look, we already gonna haunt him. He don't need to be there. We need him to survive so that we have somewhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I usually stay in hotels, but I have looked up some Airbnb type places, and some of them scare the shit out of me. Just they're not haunted or nothing. They just look creepy.
Drop her like 10 blocks away. What do you mean like that, Vic?
He'll put flowers on all of our graves.
Right. It's fine. Look, James has assured us. James,
I'm terrified. I am terrified.
Dana, James has assured us that no such thing is even possible in physics, so we have nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why he's not worried about us haunting him.
Exactly.
See? It all works out. It's no worries. He's not worried. I'm not worried. You don't worry.
Right, Vic? Hell no. Thank you. Thank you. Right? Would you just like go walking around with all there's 550 or something haunted objects in their fucking thing. And
Allegedly.
I wonder if for like 5 seconds and she's already got dudes dropping dead.
Allegedly, we don't know what. Did you ever look up how they died or if they had any prior like health issues?
I'm
Dana's gonna
Google.
go look at it. Now make sure and check your source too, Dana. Don't make me have to go. I will fact check.
I'm
that
Googling. Is Google not a good source?
No, I'm not. Well, it depends on what Google brings up. I mean, Google is not necessarily your source, Dana. Google is. Oh God.
I know. I was being a dick.
Well, I wonder if they still
Uh,
bless it. Like, remember they said
they
they
used
blessed
to
it,
said that in at least the movie.
right? I
Okay.
doubt it.
It says the paranormal investigator Dan Rivera. This is just the first. It says AI overview from Google. The paranormal investigator Dan Rivera, who was touring with the allegedly haunted Annabelle doll, died. It says of quote unquote natural causes on July 13th, 2025, after being found deceased in his hotel room by coworkers in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Although an official autopsy report for his cause of death is pending, Pennsylvania State Police found nothing suspicious or unusual at the scene. Rivera's death has been widely reported, sparking speculations about a connection to the doll, but authorities do not want to believe foul play was involved.
Mm-hmm.
What they're saying is that nobody robbed him. He didn't get shot. So they're gonna wait for the autopsy, and you'll come back with like I don't know, some kind of like
Imagine
bullshit.
walking into that crime scene. You're walking in that bitch, and you just see the Annabelle doll sitting on a chair, dude, dead. Like, what the fuck? That must have been a creepy ass room to like walk into and see. Like,
That's when you hope you have like a priest division and you call them in.
exactly, the natural causes. My ass.
Drapes, help me out
That's a
here.
hell of a
We
fucking
haven't got the
coincidence.
autopsy back yet. It is possible, right, medically, for something to have happened and them not see like a visible sign of it on the outside.
Sure.
Don't fuck with things you don't know.
I mean, I don't want to say like a heart attack because maybe they could recognize that, but I'm not a doctor, so I can't speak particular.
There's probably over 1 million other possibilities that are have a much higher chance other than supernatural.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Like, what if it comes back he had
it's
cancer
weird.
and he
You
just
have
didn't
to
know?
admit. You just have to admit shit. That's
Like,
weird.
like I'm trying
It
to
may
think of
not be
like some things, and I'm not a doctor. I can't think of
whatever,
shit off the top of my head.
but that shit is just weird.
Well, they just
That
came
is
back
like
with.
a 1 in a million.
Yeah.
1 in a fucking million.
Oh yeah.
You
I
have
mean,
better
yeah.
odds of probably winning the fucking lotto.
Coincidence can be spooky sometimes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
They did come back.
Give it that. That's
I
a
mean,
factor.
I don't know if it was the dude from Indonesia or Canada, maybe the dude from Canada the other night in the stream. Like, I don't usually fix big recipe dishes. I just do some quick, right? But I did the other night, chicken Alfredo. And then sporadically out of the blue, some dude from another country says, "Hey, James, I love chicken Alfredo. Do you?" That was a little freaky.
Right? Weird.
That was a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Right? A little weird.
Because I just fixed it like the day before. I mean, I just fixed it and did that. And dude asked me on the stream out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so it makes you think sometimes, like, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and think it's not that I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that both are possible, but until proven, we just don't know.
What she's doing is she's trying her hardest to just kind of like, oh, it's okay if we go. See, it's just, you never know. Doesn't mean we can't go. She's trying to like sway me to like go to this fucking haunted place.
Dana, you don't even have to walk. You just drop me off on the outside. We'll have a radio or something, and I'll radio to you and let you know, look, it's safe. I'll take a little EMF reader and some salt and what have you, and I won't get no trippy shit. We're good. Paranormal investigators, bro.
I swear, Scarlett, if something like latches onto us or follows us out this bitch.
Well, you can kill me in the afterlife 1,000 times. You'll have your whole afterlife to do so.
Yep, and I'm going to write a book on y'all and make a bunch of money.
And we'll get to go haunt him at the book signings. You're giving us better, wherever our grave is, if you're not putting an ounce there every week, we're double haunting your ass. Don't think trust me, we're going to be ghosts. Shit. We're going to figure out how to smoke that shit. Don't worry. It might take us a few years.
We'll grow a garden on top of it.
That's
On
fine
top
with
of
me.
the graves.
That works. Hey, that means then you're. Well, matter of fact, don't, because they're not. I don't want to be buried. I'm going to be cremated anyways. So yeah, you might want to be careful with that, because then you might be smoking my ashes at some point, like inadvertently. Oh, does that mean I get to haunt anybody? You call it like the fever bud? Oh shit! All right, I'm down. That's my afterlife, folks. You gotta make the best of it.
Right?
Morbid as fuck.
She's
All right, we got it planned out, Daniel. We get old, we're gonna go check out the doll. And if we die, we get to go, be putting inadvertently become weed. And we'll haunt people for the rest of our lives. Fever butt. We call yours, the witch's brew. You're not bad, actually. I like the sound of that.
Coming soon. Coming
No,
soon.
not soon. Not soon. Not soon. Not soon. No, we said we're old.
See the trouble she's gonna get me into? She's gonna get me in so much trouble.
What? It's natural. We're going to go back into the earth from which we came.
I mean, just think about it. If someone came forth tomorrow with almost, it would be hard to say it wasn't true evidence of a ghost, say.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that would change the world. I mean, that would change everything, because it's irrefutable, right? It's like, okay, this changes all the physics currently known to man.
What would you consider that proof? Like, what would it have?
I don't know.
Like, can't be like a cell phone, or because we've seen that, and that doesn't seem to be the proof that. So, are we talking about your own eyes? Like,
yeah, that's the thing. What could it be that would be that proof? And if it was, whatever it was, is even that much more remarkable, right? That they can prove it whatever way. So it would change the world dramatically.
I just think we live in this time now where everybody's so skeptical.
He does.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Everybody's so skeptical and cynical. Like, you've seen so many altered footage. People have meters. They can read
but the things
nobody
make sense. They make sense, and I get it.
Like, I go back and forth. Like, I've talked about the story.
A sucker for it.
Of when, like, I was a kid in the house that my parents still have. When I was a kid, if you talk to me, I would have swore up and down that house is haunted. Even to this day, there's still like really trippy shit that happens. Like, I'll hear voices in that house all the time. There's nobody. You'll think it's somebody walking around outside. There's nobody outside. You just all of a sudden you're like, well, maybe it's the TV. Nobody's home. It's just me. But again, I don't know, and I can't prove one way or the other. Just like the stuff I saw as a kid. I know what I saw, but I can't prove one way or the other. And I was a kid. It was late at night. Who the fuck knows? I do know the mind does like to play tricks on you. But again,
Oh, my brother claims definitely he's seen stuff.
Like, well, I've seen some. All right. So, like, when I was really young, I don't even remember my age. I just know that I had to have been around middle school age, somewhere between elementary and middle school age. And I was in my room, and it just so happens that I heard somebody like was running by my room or whatever. And when I opened like the door, my door was cracked open. I always leave my door cracked open. And I saw I thought it was my brother or somebody running by. And I was like, what the fuck? But nobody was there. So then that happened again, actually, but it wasn't my brother. It looked like me. And this was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. This is back when you had like dial up and shit. And I was on the computer and I was hanging out or whatever. I forget what the fuck I was even playing. I think I was doing music, probably touring music at the time. It would be about right. And the old Morpheus and shit. And again, it's just somewhere between midnight and 3 a.m. Yeah, it's years ago. But what I do remember is I heard somebody running down the steps. My dad was asleep. My mom was asleep. Matter of fact, my dad was sleeping on the couch, like within like 5 or 10 feet from me. My mom was in her bed and my brother was sleeping upstairs. And the thing that ran down the steps, and you run down the steps, there's a little doorway that where the computer was at the time, I see straight through the little doorway. And then the stairwell, that doorway leads into the den, which is where I was at. And it also on the other side of the stairwell is the living room. So whatever ran down the steps, whatever I saw at these wee hours of the morning looked like me. It had red eyes and it ran down the steps. It looked like a little girl. It freaked me out. And then it just disappeared when it ran down the steps and around the banister. It just disappeared. Now,
I
again,
just shit my britches.
well, I mean, I saw a lot of stuff like that growing up, just weird little shit like that. But again, usually it was during just like the first time I was like kind of waking up, so I didn't think too much of it. I thought, well, I'm just fucking half asleep, you know, so I probably just saw some shit. Same thing when my radio tripped out one morning. Mom was trying to get me up. I wasn't waking up. And I thought my mom had done it, like my radio, because I usually have my radio come on so I can listen to music to help me get up in the mornings. And it just like went from real like normal kind of quiet to like jacked way the fuck up. Like it was so loud, it woke me up out of my bed. You know, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I thought my mom had did, like she came in the room, was pissed off at me. And my mom comes in the room, she's like, you okay? I was like, what the hell? Like I was like, whoa, did you? She's like, no, I didn't do that. I was like, okay, well, that was weird. I guess it was just some weird freaky what the fuck ever. Weird shit like that's always happened. But again, like you said, James, I'm sure if I really if I could go back, there would be like, you know, some kind of way to explain what I think I saw. Particularly on the instances where I'm half awake, right? Like, or it's late at night and I'm probably sleepy. Maybe I just thought I saw something. I thought I heard something, even though I know exactly what I saw. So I don't know if ghosts are real or not. I've, you know, tried to prove them, but you know, you can't, I haven't seen any way to prove it. Right. So yeah,
you know,
trippy shit happens all the time.
On one hand, you could say that science just hasn't got to the point where it can prove it or disprove it definitively. But on the other hand, you can almost say it kind of has got to the point where it's more on the disproved side than the proof, like it could be. Like the possibility of it being true is getting farther and farther away from it, just because of the things that we're discovering and the lack of evidence thus far. But, you know, when we say ghosts, some people relate that to spirit and connect it to religion. So you got to be careful when you talk about it. Right. You know, but some people think ghosts just supernatural. They don't tie it to religion or something, but those who do, it's a sensitive subject sometimes.
As I said, I definitely don't want to tell nobody what to believe. So it is definitely for you to choose what you want to believe. Like I said, I've seen some weird trippy shit, but there's no proof one way or the other than, you know, the fact that you would be surprised at what your brain will do. Just like we talked about with the Mandela effect, right? And we've all experienced it with a TV show that we talked about recently. We all thought the scene was real. Everybody in the chat could have sworn that scene was real from Yellow Jackets, but it didn't exist. At least we couldn't find it. And we were like, if anybody has it, they can find it, send it to us. Nobody could find it. So we made up an entire scene
collectively.
So can you imagine as a child late at night seeing something like how your brain, I mean, it's possible. I can't fully explain how, but the fact that we did that and we're adults and we're cognitively aware of things more than I'd say a child would be. Yeah. So it's possible that a lot of things are just, again, it's our own fuckery.
Yeah, the mind's crazy. I knew this chick in Nashville. She was going to school, so she was only there 2 or 3 years. But she was like a master's, you know, she was really smart. And she was I don't know if you call it a neuroscientist or something. She studied the brain and the eyes and how they interact and, you know, relate to the real world and stuff. And she was telling me about how they do an experiment that she saw it firsthand. If you take a subject and put glasses on them, that flips the world upside down. Eventually the brain will compensate and turn it right side up again, even though you're still wearing the glasses. And then it takes time and stuff. But if you walk around and start trying to feel objects, your brain is like, hey, that don't compute. And it finally rights itself, which is crazy. And then you take the glasses off and the world's upside down, even though you got the glasses off. And it takes a little while to turn that back up
readjust.
again. Ain't that fucked up? That is fucked
That's
up.
fucked up. The same way, like people that have, color blindness and stuff, right? They see the world differently, but in some ways, they've used those people to actually see things that we can't see because they're able. Their vision now, because of that, they're able to recognize. They're not seeing, like, we're basing what we're kind of trying to pick out based off color and stuff like that. Well, they're seeing different sort of pattern, right, with shadows and stuff like that, as opposed to the way we visually try to.
That was in that show Foundation, that very thing. Like, they knew that one of these Cleons, the rulers of the empire, there's 3 of them, the same guy, but there's an old version, a middle-aged version, and a younger version to take the place as the progression goes on, but it's the same clone. Well, one of them had some discrepancies, and they found out later that a rebellion replaced one of them and stuff, but this guy was colorblind. So they went out on a hunt, and this bird that blended in camouflaged itself so well. The maximum any Cleon has ever killed was 2, and this one dude killed like 12 or something like that, because he was colorblind. And like you say, he could spot one of these creatures because the other guys were looking for color and they were blending in so much, but the colorblind guy could easily hunt them. So
and that's what they showed. I forgot what it was I was looking up, but it showed how they were using it for like military pro. It was like a video even, and it showed how they were able to see like most people were looking, like I said, and these military guys were in full camouflage in a field and stuff like that, and nobody could see them, but they could see them. They could see the movement of the shadow.
Ain't that crazy?
And they were able to find these guys as opposed to anyone normally who couldn't see. They wouldn't be able to see that. And we already talked about how our vision, or we talked about this when we did From a little bit, and we talked about dimensions and how our eyes and our brains, we can only kind of see up, 3D, but they're kind of trying to interpret what 4D would be to the best that we can visually see it. They have like models, but of course they're not even, we can't see it. So it's like, even though what they're showing us is 4D, again, our brains or our eyes were not evolved to see what they would say is past 3D.
Right.
So could you imagine that would change, everything, right? Like if you could, so if there is a creature evolved to a certain level or something, it is possible. Maybe there are things that are going on around us that we can't interpret or whatever.
Totally. That's a possibility.
So that goes back to, what are ghosts or paranormal stuff? Well, what is it? It could be a second where, for whatever reason, we were able to, our brains, like you said, adjusting to things.
Right.
We could have adjusted, even if it's for a brief moment, or I don't even know if that's scientifically possible, but you saw something that you weren't supposed to see, but somehow your brain, for that moment.
Well, they do say we only use 10% of our brain, so God only knows what the other 90% supposedly does, right? And you might tap into that part of it, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not
a scientist either, so I don't know how much of all that is even like. And I even said that before on something we were talking about, but
we do use most of our brain. I mean, I think that's just something that caught on back in the day, but
that's from the movie.
The thing about the fourth dimension and stuff, that's the thing, the ghost could, like you're saying, the ghost could not be something like a remnant from this life. It's something we're tapping into that's a whole different,
or another dimension.
Yeah.
Well, it's already here within us, but we just can't see or feel it.
Yeah.
Isn't it a comforting feeling that you have a bunch of ghosts of sitting around right now, like right around us? It's like, hey, dude.
Right. Because like James saying, not even ghosts, just other beings, other creatures, other entities, whatever you want to call it. Other, I don't call it creatures because we're a creature. We're some other living organism of some sort that we cannot perceive because it's beyond 3D. Doesn't mean it's supernatural. It's super physics.
Yeah. It's crazy to ponder, for sure.
But supernatural is always what, I mean, everything that's been proven so far that once we thought was supernatural, right? Hurricanes, all that kind of stuff, right? They used to think those were created by the gods. Some people still do. I don't want to take away from that. But as far as science is concerned, I feel like they have explained those away from, so, back in the day, you used to have all, different gods, right? You didn't have one singular god, you had multi-gods. And they each had, a lot of them had to do with the different seasons or or different personality conflicts, whatever. They kind of
or elements, fire,
elements, all
water.
kinds of different stuff, right? Like for every little thing in life, there was like a god for it, right? And then as they started explaining things and science sort of figured things out, it seemed as if a lot of the gods sort of condensed and became, more of a singular sort of god in some aspect. I'm not even saying that's how everybody believes, but just I want to frame this conversation without really
it's hard. It's
stepping
hard
on anybody's
because
toes, because it's not even about what I believe, just sort of the way societies have.
It's hard though, and it's the way it's always been. Like even say Galileo,
right?
They invented.
Welcome back, Amy.
Hey, Amy. They invented lenses that they could wrap up in a leather tube, and ship captains, and they could look out across the sea and see a ship coming in sooner than with the naked eye. But they were very small, very primitive, and they only looked out to sea. Well, Galileo said, well, hell, I can make those and make them even a little more powerful. And instead of looking across the sea, I'm going to look up at the stars. And the world changed. Because
religion didn't appreciate it either.
Exactly. So we
proved things that they didn't want.
Yeah. Things started coming into reality of, well, this is what you think. This is what I know.
Right.
And that's where we are today, even in a big way, because no side can prove the other side. Even myself, I can't say that a god or the god or whatever didn't start the Big Bang. I just know I believe in the Big Bang theory.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now,
because we don't know. It's one of the things where it's like based off whatever information you have, you make what you feel or what you think is the right call for your choice in life. And I don't know if we'll ever get the answers, at least not in my lifetime, as to what is the truth. So it's kind of like it's up to you to figure that out and kind of find your own way with that. It is hard. I mean, I've dabbled in a lot of I want to say dabbled in a lot of religions, but looked into them or read about them, try to learn about them, particularly when with history and stuff like that. It it helps you kind of understand where the human mindset is at different periods of civilization. Yeah, it shows our advances and stuff like that. And religion was a big part. Like, I don't want to take away from religions because they actually were a part of our advancement in society.
Totally. Priests, some priests are the biggest scientists. I mean, even though they were
a lot
priests,
of alchemy and stuff was going on with religion.
You would think priests are like trying to be on the church's side, but one of the biggest people that promoted the Big Bang was a priest. He was like, "I'm sorry, church," and he even said, "I'm not saying there's not a God that could have started the Big Bang, but it looks like this is the way he did it."
Right. There was a lot of art and science from religion that whether they wanted that or not, it came because of a result of it.
Yep.
People eventually will, try, because even themselves want to figure things out, right? Because they don't want someone else to have the knowledge. So in order to have the knowledge, you're going to have to learn yourself. And whether you keep the knowledge away from the people or not is one thing, but and then just like you said, the things that they were creating, because they had they essentially for a long time, they were more of a leadership role than even some of the leaders, or at least they were very big influence on leaders to make certain decisions when it came to different wars. I'm sure they even, created weaponry and stuff for their own, soldiers and such. Especially when I think of like the Middle Ages and stuff like that, I really think of like the alchemy and stuff being, I'm sure in other civilizations too, but just like offhand, I really think of it like that because of how close the church was to the kings to a degree in certain places. Oh yeah, huge influence. And so again, and it spurred a lot of great art. I don't want to take away from that either. Some great pieces out there that are based off different religions just all around the world. Some of the great art that has been inspired.
Yeah,
So
art, buildings,
Mhm.
all kinds of stuff.
Architecture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Whether or not I believe in particular faiths or not, some of the biggest, churches and chapels are beautiful to just go walk in, and just to see like what was made by humans and stuff like that. It's pretty spectacular what we'll do when we open our minds up to things,
The doors of perception. Jim Morrison,
right?
wise man.
Mm-hmm.
On peyote, I think at the time. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, possibly, allegedly.
Mhm.
Who knows?
I have a nephew that I thought he was into like a lot of the rap stuff and Drake, and those kind of things. And the last family gathering, he said, "Hey, my wife got me a record player, and I got some Doors records." And I was like,
Right?
"Brother, welcome to the real world, the family."
What's up again, Billy? Welcome back, hon. I saw you looked at the chat earlier. I thought I
Yeah.
did. Or did I not? I'm going to
Yeah,
make that up.
seems
I
like
thought
he
you
was
did earlier.
earlier.
You have a favorite Doors record, by any chance, or anything?
Oh man, the first one maybe.
That's classic. I mean, I get
Just
that. Yeah.
it's I don't know. They went so long. I think the later last few, were kind of, they weren't. You could tell they weren't together all the time and like they were before. But
They got
The
more
early stuff.
Look,
bluesy.
Billy's got.
Yeah, they got
let's
more
see.
bluesy.
Let's see. When the doors of perception are open, men will see things and himself as they truly are. Infinity, William Blake, Jim Morrison.
Yeah, I think he quoted it from a book he read. Yeah. So
kinda
yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
I like Waiting for the Sun, because that one was kind of wild. Like that one was kind of like probably like their peak, like you said before. They kind of started spiraling a little bit out of Jim's drinking got a little too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And,
It's steep though. It's steep because he was saying how he was like researching the bands. He was listening to some other bands like that, some cool rock bands and older stuff. And I was like, and that he looked them up and all this kind of stuff. I was like, damn, dude, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
Well, I mean, back
Because he's
then,
a young guy. He's a young guy.
well,
Just
that's what
got
I mean.
married.
But like bands then had like there was more to them. Like I hate to say it, maybe I'm old, but like once the 2000s hit, like it was just like bands. They were like very one dimensional. Like they'll put out songs and stuff, but like there was no lore. There was no like I don't know. Like some of those older bands, like they just had more behind them, the myth, the lore, and the you know. Like you look at a band like the Doors or something like that, and it's a lot different than a band like Limp Bizkit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, totally.
yeah. It's just there's no real character there. It's more of a caricature than it is like character.
Yeah, there was just the time they were in and all of it, wrapped up the technology where it was at and just being able to pull a band in and record them and get on the radio and go touring and just the story of Jim and how he acted coming together with the rest of the band.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good story there.
Oh yeah, I've read a few Doors books, matter of fact. But yeah, Zeppelin was the same way. I like Zeppelin. Like they have a lot of books, a lot of lore in there. The way they recorded and played and the vibe. I mean, a lot of the classic rock stuff. But then again, like when I was a teenager, like classic rock was kind of like a revival because like you just got through the 80s and nobody liked classic rock in the 80s because it was all like new wave and the pop MTV revolution and all that. And then by like the mid 90s, you noticed classic rock kind of made a comeback, and I'm kind of glad, like, I'd rather get into like Jimi Hendrix and shit like that, but
like there's a time and a place for Limp Bizkit. Okay. We all know it's the band you don't talk about. You love them, but you don't say that out loud.
oh God, no. I was never a Limp Bizkit fan. Sorry.
No, I think there's like one. What was it? There's at least one song that I actually don't mind by Limp Bizkit.
What, the one that the Faith with Faith? Like you gotta have faith.
No. I think it's called Blue Eyes or something. Hang on, Blue something or Eyes something.
was a
What is
Who.
it? My husband actually. He
That was a
knows
Who
probably.
song, Behind Blue Eyes.
Oh, okay. So he might have did like a cover of that then.
That's what I'm thinking it was, right? Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's Limp Bizkit's version of
Yeah.
Behind Blue Eyes. And he actually did enjoy that.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
It's a good
But-
song. It's a good song for sure.
Yeah.
So there's
Nobody-
that song. I can
That
vouch
isn't-
for that
That
cover
isn't
song.
really theirs.
No, it's not his cover. I can vouch that he did that one well.
He did the Faith, the George Michael cover too. That's Faith. Faith.
Yeah.
You gotta have faith. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but isn't that that's funny how some of the more popular songs by newer artists are remade,
Oh well, that's
repurposed. Well, yeah.
every
Hey, man.
day. All day, every day, right?
I turned my XM or Sirius, whatever it is, in my truck over to like the 40s channel one time.
Mm-hmm.
They have like a 40s channel. And man, like every other song almost, I'm like, holy shit, that's a
This is remade. Yeah.
that's the Backstreet Boys, or that's a this or that. And I'm like, holy
Mhm.
shit. It's like
Pop classic or new pop hit from a
I
classic.
never knew.
Motown, a lot of Motown.
Well,
songs,
even like
too.
when I was looking up because I wanted to use that Fever song to see because I thought it was old enough that I might be able to like get it, And I was like, oh, let's see how far. Apparently, that song has been covered by several artists throughout the years.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh shit. And then I started realizing how because I was trying to look for songs and stuff for the channel, and I was like, oh, this is bullshit. God damn it! Start to learn about the music, and you're like, oh, I didn't want to know all this, and go back to being ignorant, and just loving the music. Before you knew that it was somebody else's song, you're like, oh, I love this song, it's so good. Oh, these pieces of shit. There ain't nothing there. You piece of shit. Like, oh, damn it.
Well, I mean, music's kind of one of those things too, where like everybody kind of borrows bits and stuff and puts it together and rearranges it and makes it into their own thing, unless they're doing like a bit by bit like cover, or yeah. I always tell people there's only so many notes on a scale in tertial harmony. Yeah,
so many ways, I guess. I mean, you can do a little bit of different. I know especially some of these guys are trying to hit some different riffs and stuff. Some wild ass shit out there now.
Well, now they're experienced. Well, they have technology too
Right.
on their side. Extra chords and.
Yeah, they're doing some different. I mean,
so-
over the years, they've had a few different style guitars and stuff come out. I don't know if they're going to be able to change anything else with that, but
effects pedals and processors and studio magic, so to speak.
Fucking put like what is the guys that have like the ridiculous like guitars and shit? They have like ridiculous chords on them. Like what the fuck is up with that shit? Like you only like certain guys. They have to have like a big enough hand to even fucking play that shit.
Yeah. Even like a band like Queen, when you listen to like Brian May, back in the day, they had to put a warning label, or not a warning, but they put like a label on their albums, like these are real guitar tones. Like this is not, just because it sounded so out there, nobody kind of was using those kinds of tones.
I like Slipknot, more early Slipknot, and then some of their last album. But they just actually were releasing an album. I think they just put out a couple tracks or something off of.
I never got into them, or like Insane Clown Posse. I knew people.
That's another one. That's another one you don't talk about. Look, there's a few ICP songs.
I knew kids at school, man. They were juggalos.
I mean, I'm not a juggalo by any means, but there are a few songs that I'll listen to. Mostly, well, some of them are just fucking ridiculously funny. I'm sorry. And then there's a few that I actually do enjoy. But
I could see Scarlett with the face paint, the clown.
Oh God, no.
She did. She told me.
Well, actually, I did, but I wasn't Insane Clown Posse. I was just like Devil Clown. I was just evil.
So what's the difference?
Well, I don't know. I didn't have a hatchet for one thing, and I didn't have Fago. You're not a true juggalo unless you have a hatchet and Fago.
Oh,
no, it's just funny watching them. Like even
although I did have a Fago
school.
in the fridge though the other day because he goes Piggly Wiggly.
see, the clues are piling up.
Look, I already admitted I listened to them a little bit. I just don't like all their shit. Some of it's, and I think they're fucking whacked out anyways. But then again, you never. One thing I have definitely learned: do not look. If you like a band, don't go looking into them. You're gonna get disappointed real quick. I learned things about one of my favorite bands, which was Aerosmith, the lead singer. I can't look past.
What, Steven Tyler? Come on.
Look, I can look past pretty much anything except for the girl that he adopted as his daughter and then got with, had a child, had her abort the child and leave her unattended as a minor after she damn near burned a house down.
What
That's
site
rock
did
and
you
roll.
read this on?
No, it's in his biography. He wrote it.
Oh yeah, that
Go
might
look
be
up
true.
Morbid Facts and you'll
That might
find
be
out
true.
about it. He wrote about it. I recently found out about this in like the last 2 years. The girl actually begged him not to talk about it, and because she was like trying to like make her life better. Her mom basically gave him,
Why would you want to voluntarily talk about it if the girl didn't want you to talk about it?
because he was going to make money off his autobiography.
Yeah, but I could make up shit.
Well, you know what? Again, that's another reason why it tainted the music.
Well, you got to
for me.
remember. Well, you got to remember he was heavily on drugs, like at that time.
Well, I know, but still, like I can get over groupies. It's not about that he was with a girl that might have, because he was probably, I'm assuming, when I say young, probably in his 20s. I can look past a lot of stupid shit back in the day. What I can't look past is he adopted this child as his daughter.
I don't know about this story, by the
You
way.
go look it up.
No, I'm just saying I don't know. I don't want to look it up. I don't want to.
I didn't want to know about it either.
That doesn't sound like. Why would he share that? That sounds.
It's out there, and then it's
grave.
like that guy that does the Morbid Facts. He even did a little short with that in as a morbid fact about the girl and her having to abort the girl or her child.
Crazy Daisy.
So do not go looking into your favorite musicians, artists, TV,
Scarlett,
celebrities.
I think you deserve the more you know.
No, I don't want to know. The more you know for that, it's a fucked up situation all around.
The more you wish you didn't know.
Yeah,
the more you wish you didn't know.
Yeah, I wish you didn't tell us that.
Thanks, Scarlett. Can never listen to Aerosmith ever again now.
How do you think I feel? It sucks. Yeah, no, it's a piece
Next
of
time I
shit.
hear Sweet Emotion, I'm going to be like, God.
Well,
damn
when
it.
I listen to Ragdoll, it makes a whole different meaning to it.
Oh, see, why'd you have to go there?
Love in an elevator.
Well, when she's talking about he's talking about Daddy's little girl.
Yeah.
Because he also talks about how he wrote songs for her.
Well,
Look, it broke my heart. No, you have no idea. I am a huge Aerosmith fan. I mean, pretty much any of their songs I will listen to. I mean, I pretty much just listen to Aerosmith all the time.
I still think Toys in the Attic was one of their best albums.
I mean, to this day, it breaks my heart. Like, legit breaks my heart because I can't get past that yet. I'm hoping one day I can just get back into the music, but I haven't been able to completely yet. I know we do that stuff, like Rozzy, we do the Dream On song, but yeah, it sucks because I love Dream On. That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh, that's so overplayed. Ugh.
I still love it though.
It's one of those songs. If I hear it again, I want to blow my brains.
I know, but I still like. I mean, there's so many of them that I do like, but yeah, Elevator's a good one.
Toys.
There's a lot.
It's a good album.
There's a lot. There's a lot of good songs by Aerosmith, and
Pump was a good album. That was like when they came back.
What was it? The one they did the 3 with one. It had his daughter in it.
And, yeah.
Crazy.
Get a grip.
One was crazy. One was crazy.
Amazing.
And the third one that went with that. I can't remember it now.
But I remember.
But yeah, those were good. I like those. It's amazing with a look in your eyes.
I like the music videos.
Yeah, the music videos were really good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally sucks. So yeah, well, there you go, folks.
Yeah, Alicia Silverstone and Liv Tyler. Yeah, that worked. That worked for me.
Yep.
Trust me, my husband said the same thing you guys did. I already been through it. He hates me too. It's all good. I'm used to being hated. I hate myself for knowing it.
Jesus, don't hate yourself. I mean,
I love fucking Aerosmith. Like, you have no idea. It completely shattered my whole fucking music catalog.
Well, you probably wouldn't want to look into Black Sabbath.
No, I don't want to hear nothing. That's why I have to, like, if something comes up on my feed that has to do with an artist, I just scroll past it because I'm like, nope, I don't want to know right now. I'm not prepared to fucking deal with it anymore. Like, no, I need my music. God damn it, piece of shit.
Well,
Well, it's like, I love a lot of like Michael Jackson songs, at least, but it's like, damn, it's always in the back of your head, like whatever happened with those situations. So it hurts. Like those things always will taint the music, and it sucks because I ain't gonna lie, some of the music is really good.
I try to separate the artist from the
And I've been
the
able to do that
person.
with Michael Jackson, I think, over the years. But because I think mostly because I don't think they ever truly proved anything but it's like so insinuated without saying it. So it's like one of the things where, because it's Hollywood and media and stuff, you never know what to believe. That the Aerosmith, he said it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Steven Tyler said it. So it's like, that's enough proof. But I'm like, whoa, that kind of fucks with my head. That's why I don't want to hear it. Just don't tell me. I don't want to know anymore. I want to just be innocent and not know shit anymore. I don't want to know anymore. Because I can't enjoy life anymore. I feel like that episode of South Park, everything is just shit now. Like, everything just sucks. I don't want to hear nobody else from the production of a TV show telling us what pieces of shit we are, or whatever, that we're unfucking qualified. Because then I already didn't like your TV show, but you ruined me from ever wanting to even attempt to try to give you a chance. Why would we? I'm just talking about The Walking Dead.
Like Jim Morrison said, we're all a bunch of fucking slaves.
Right?
You're all a bunch of slaves. Yeah.
I wonder if I could open up a thing on my farm. I mean, the insurance you'd have to get would be amazingly high, but a flamethrower park.
Oh, I want to go.
What?
Roll some hay up into like, shape it into people and tie it together and put it out there for people to burn.
Maybe. And we'll start there. That's a good start. See if we can't get insurance past that point, and then we expand.
Into what?
Shh, Dana, don't worry. We don't give away the secrets yet.
Release the baby goats.
You guys are evil. I won't talk to you guys no more.
No, we wouldn't.
Tonight after the games, we're gonna have a feast.
Some barbecue.
You guys are dead wrong.
Dana, it's one of the things where it's like, we know how hay burns, but maybe you want to see, I don't know, like
and
how a couch burns or something. It's kind of like, did you ever go to those rooms where you get to destroy shit, but you get a flamethrower?
Yeah, and it could be like for team building,
right?
Corporate.
I want to learn how to do fire breathing.
Well, that's
throw that in there too.
I don't know if we can get
past
insurance on that.
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's like a one-on class kind of deal, and you're gonna be paying out the ass for that. I'd bet.
It's a workshop. You'd have to sign up for a workshop.
Right. That's not like a here we're gonna, because I was thinking like paintball gun. You can do shit, but you get a flamethrower kind of deal, but not at people.
Oh, you'd have to sign a contract or what do they call it? Yeah, one of those.
Because they do that. I mean, it's not the same as this, of course, because you wouldn't be going team on team, but they do like, the paintball and stuff, but they actually they let them have explosives. They get I mean, they're not grenades like, army complete grenades, but dude almost blew his hand off.
Yeah.
Right. You'd have to sign liability clauses.
Yeah. See it in the news now. Flamethrower park closes down after first weekend.
Burn down.
See, it's one of the things where you send one person at a time through like a maze type situation where they have to go through and things pop up on them and you get to like flame on, or something. I don't know. We'll work it out. We'll get there.
Hey,
don't worry.
I had a good buddy when I had the haunted corn maze the last year that I was in, did it because people were falling off, people that was helping me the previous years, they just, lost interest and stuff. And I was losing all my help. So I knew I couldn't keep it going. Well, my buddy said, hey, let's do a zombie shoot. Like people take them out through the woods with some rifles, airsoft rifles and shoot zombies. Right. And it sounded like a good idea. And it really was. It actually was badass, but it cost us more in the end than we made. But it was really cool because he's like this engineer guy and he bought the weapons and stuff and converted them to make them do
Yeah.
other stuff and shoot
Mhm.
better. And he used glow in the dark airsoft bullets. So when they were shooting out in the woods, you could see, and he put a tiny UV light inside the magazine or whatever you call it that holds the airsoft shells. So they would be charged all the time. So when they come out of the gun, they were bright, shooting through the woods and stuff. And I had explosions timed where the actor could hit a button and propane fireball would, like they blew something up when they were shooting at it. It was pretty badass, but expensive. So the liability was kind of high.
Oh yeah.
On that too.
Oh yeah. They even say like those places I watch, like the insurance is ridiculous. And like they have people all around watching. So like if you do something that you're not supposed to do, it's like an instant ban because they don't play around with their insurance.
Yeah, you can't tolerate that goofing off.
Like you have fun or whatever, but yeah, you got to be careful with some of that stuff. You got to because there's like the particular rules, like how far away you can be when you're using certain weapons. Because the ones I watch on like some of these streams are over there in the UK and different places over there, and they're like, this one guy I watch he's English, but have like Germans and Russians, all different sorts play or the paintball, airsoft, and they have all kinds of weapons. Like they'll show off these weird ass fucking weapons that they've, like you said, they've kind of made and converted and stuff. Some are just like you straight up buy off the website. But yeah, they have to be careful because like even the airsoft, like guy was like, nah, I don't have a pistol. I can't shoot him at this distance. My gun's like long range or something. Or it's like if I shoot him this close, it's, it'll hurt him kind of thing. Like whatever he had, he couldn't shoot it at that short range. So he was like, no, I'm pinned down until one of you guys can give me something. Like I'm out, my pistol's out. So yeah, and you fuck around with those rules, you'll get banned pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things in life you don't do, and screwing with insurance companies is probably right up there.
Oh yeah, they don't play, especially with that stuff. Because I did like the whole throwing the axe and smash room or whatever it's called, the break room or whatever. I forget what you call those things where you go in there, you get to like smash everything up.
Yeah.
But they had one up here for a little while, and it's fun, but you still you gotta be careful with that crap.
Yep. The liability, man. That's why I got out of the pyro business, is because the insurance kept going up. Like for the same gig, it used to be like 2 million. It went up to 4, and eventually it was like 8, and they just kept going up. The things you had to get for it. And it was because of stuff like Great White when they burned that club down. And
that happened right in my city. I went to college. That was right in Providence. Yeah, that was right where
that ruined. I knew
kids who never came home, never came back to school.
That's crazy.
They didn't come back, dude. It was like on a Monday or Tuesday night, and like everybody went to school or college, I should say, the next day, and they had memorials. Yeah, it was bad, dude. Yeah,
because it was totally the pyro, dude. The club too, for having the doors chained shut.
You see the video? Some of the people took video, like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was totally the pyro dudes, because
you're
the guy that set it up. You're the guy that's pushing the button or lighting it or whatever you're doing.
Even the club, it was so like ready to be lit. Like the club was like really bad, like the insulation, like everything.
Dude, one of the first pyro jobs I got on in Houston, Texas, is a club, and it's a all black club, and I'm a white dude. The dude I was working for, pyro guy, he's a white dude, and this was I want to say it was Little Troy, Baller. He had the song Baller, Shot Caller.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. I know. Actually, I was like, I know it's what you're referring to.
He had just went platinum, and he's from Houston, and he was having this party at this club, and he hired Mike, the guy I did pyro with, to do some sparklers. And that's pretty much all it was, just something easy. But Mike put them on the top of the speakers, which would hit the ceiling. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, but Mike's the dude, he's the one trying to, like, I was in training really.
It's his fault. Yeah.
So when they went off, there was so much dust on the beams in the ceiling that it caught fire. And it wasn't like a poof flames. It was just a lot of smoke, because that dust was like just
thick and
just putting off smoke. and it got so smoky in there. And Mike, the dumbass, he got a fuck, what do you call it? Fire extinguisher, and sprayed that shit too. So the smoke, the fire extinguisher shit coming out, it was bad. And once he realized it was out of control, he came over and he took, like, I had his badge, like a little tag, you know, so I could get behind the stage and stuff. He took it off and said, put that in your pocket. He took his off and put it in his pocket. Like, he suddenly wanted to get the hell out of Dodge.
We're not even here
we don't
anymore.
belong. And we were the only two white guys practically in the whole place. So we didn't already stand out. And I shit you not, by the time all that happened and we got out in the parking lot, people were already filing outside because it was so smoky and the shit he sprayed in there. They were already in the parking lot. Club full of people. The roof is on fire. The whole parking lot was singing this shit.
Holy fuck.
I didn't have a camera to shoot video. That would have been so classic. I swear that's a true story.
That's funny, actually. Even though I hope everybody was okay, but still, it's
It is fucked up. And it was little Troy's platinum party.
Oh, fuck. Look at you, James. See, this is what James got some stories, people. Y'all just don't even know.
That's just the case. Little things can go disastrously.
See, Dana, he's talking about me. He's going to be all worried about me. He's got things we don't even know about. Ain't no telling what he's got pyro skills and shit. He's worried about us.
Look, I'm nice. I wouldn't do that.
See, I don't know if I believe that nice act anymore, Dana.
I've never been hired by the government and secretly taken on a special.
Oh, you piece of shit. What the hell kind of secret ops are you on? Did NASA send you over here, you piece of shit? They knew the whole fucking time.
This is why you try to debunk everything, because you know the truth.
Right?
You know the truth. And you're trying to just throw us off. He's trying to
change. He's trying to tell everybody we're influencing him. Secretly, he's trying to influence
mind control.
He's a plant. James is a plant.
Literally.
Yeah.
I think we all are.
I may be at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what. I saw that new Final Destination movie. I was telling you, Scarlett, the other day.
Right?
It was. You say it's good.
It was about standard, for what you thought it would be. It was a little different, little twist on the story,
Right.
I liked how they connected all the stories, though. That was interesting.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
It was good. It premiered. I was surprised it was already streaming so soon, because it just kind of went in the theaters not that long ago. Quicker and quicker now. These movies are getting on streaming services. Yeah, it's like 2 months, and boom, they're already snapped up.
Right. They don't stay in the theaters too long anymore.
It's like Spaceballs. Did you ever see Spaceballs? They had the movie on DVD inside the movie as it was playing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I remember that scene. They were ahead of their time when they did that, right? That's funny. Shit, I forgot.
You'd be surprised at some of them old movies like that. You go back like Simpsons, even TV shows, this shit, like, oh my god, they fucking predicted the future and shit.
Yeah. That was funny. Yeah.
Are they, Amy? I wouldn't be surprised. It's possible. I would believe it.
Oh yeah, they are. I think. Yeah.
Oh wow, I can't even. Is Rick Moranis going to be in it though? That guy retired.
He's coming out of retirement to do it.
Wow.
We'll see. Maybe it'll be good.
Money finally ran. No, I'm not kidding. I think he lost his wife, right? Isn't that why he quit? Yeah. Well, it's good to see him come back. He did a commercial, I think, like a year or two, or a little while ago. And people were like, "Oh my god, we haven't seen this guy in so many years," and then he kind of just went away again. But
right. But I think we've reached our past 3 hour mark. So it is past midnight, and yeah, it's late. So I don't think we got anything else for the Institute, and it was a good show this week. At least it was a better watch. It was more digestible than some of the previous episodes.
Well, it's kind of like you're going up in your liking it, and Dana's going down and her liking it, right?
Right.
It's going
Well,
mixed
at least
up,
this
right?
episode. Last episode was a touch better than the one before it. This episode particularly had a pulse to it.
Yeah, those first two were hard to get through.
Third one was rough. Fourth one, I want to say because of the cop, it has its moments.
Yeah, we know.
Do I need to show the clip before we wrap it up?
God.
You gotta wrap it up.
Oh boy. Right.
We'll see. We'll see if they can keep the stride going with the next episode.
Oh God, I could just continue with that for a minute. Anyways, because now I gotta say we're gonna wrap it up, so I keep laughing before I even say it.
You did this. You did it.
Yeah. It's all right. I don't mind thinking about him. He uses protection. He's a safe and responsible man. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up.
No, keep talking. Keep going.
Are you into? You want me to?
No,
Dance, Chris?
No.
I vote play the clip.
All right. Where I gotta find it?
Is it time to
Oh
look
wait,
away?
I actually have the clips open because I was looking for my screenshots from last week. How about that? I got that shit like ready to go down there. Hang on. Should we do the ladies vote for cop clip? James is like, I'm going to like edit a video for the next half hour while you ladies. Oh, Carl, you're perfect timing. That was perfect.
Run, Carl.
Run, yeah,
Run.
Go.
Carl, don't go away. We got an awesome clip that all the ladies love. You're gonna enjoy it as well, I'm sure. It's a beautiful clip. Oh yes, there it is. That's the moment that
Oh my God.
we're ready to wrap it up.
God.
Wait, hang on, wait, no, this moment here. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right there, folks.
Just play up, let it end.
He's got no
And
chest there.
Close it out.
Perfect. Don't be mad. Don't hate.
Don't be mad.
Don't be pausing.
He's got
Don't be
the nice,
pausing.
Don't be salty.
You know he be waxing that chest.
he got the
Don't be
nice
salty.
facial hair. Don't worry about it.
Right?
Or there ain't nothing else after that. I meant to actually clip that last 10 seconds. It's just him like walking down the steps because I clipped out the part where you can hear like the water running from him going into the bathroom to wash his face, but I clipped it out, and so it's weird. I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking up this moment. Fuck you, James. We're gonna wrap it up right here.
Right. Right.
Look, you can have your cake and eat it too.
Well, you know what I
As long as
said.
it's a moist cake.
And
That's
we
the
circle back.
After you put it in the oven
Oh,
and the
jeez.
bell rings, that's when you ice it. Remember, you gotta
Go
wait
back
for
to
the
that
date,
cake, huh?
right? You
Make
gotta
sure that
wait for
cake
the.
is moist.
There, are you happy? I'm happy. I enjoyed.
Oh yes, I'm good. That was great.
Are we good? Everybody happy tonight? We have fun. Everybody. Hope everyone who joined us tonight had an
You're
awesome.
gonna start playing there's no hot chick scenes during this show. That's my biggest complaint.
My intros and my outros have sexy chicks. What the fuck?
No, but from
you on the intro and the outro of my.
But from the institute, like you get your little hunky beef cake at the
I'm
part.
so sorry, Dana. My intros and outros were not good enough.
No, I'm saying the show itself.
There's a cartoon chick all over that dude, artist guy, in a bed.
Nothing's
my
ever
intro.
good enough.
It's not good. My outro has some good eye candy for both the ladies.
My biggest complaint about the institute.
No, I'm talking.
There's no
My outro has eye candy for both the males and the females. Thank you very much. I did care. I cannot help what the Institute did. That I did not produce this, but they did produce this beautiful cake here, and it is moist, bitch.
Oh my God.
on a hot chick scale rating of the Institute, I'm going to give it a 0.5.
I almost threw up my chicken Alfredo.
Salty. You boys are salty.
Right? Like they started it. The cartoon strippers don't
hating.
count. Well, my outro, there's that redhead chick. She's all in the boat with the dudes. She's all fucking damn near
Yeah,
naked.
she's beating him up in half of a cliff.
Well, he was an asshole. He was gross.
He looked like a Nazi, like a soldier
He
or
was-
something.
He was some drunken asshole in the movie. Right, Amy? They salty as hell.
Yeah, yeah.
Is she talking about us?
Yeah, y'all. Y'all salty, man. I can't help the Institute to not provide you with a female. That is not my fault. You even like the show more than we do, Chris.
Sigsbee doesn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on. It's about the cop. They got the female cop. Like,
Yeah, get your
whatever.
female officer. Maybe next episode. Look, he touched her shoulder.
The janitor?
You son of
Would you like to see an image? I can bring that back up.
Oh, God.
Would you like to wrap it up on that, James?
I would rather see the janitor than what you got it on.
All right. Well, there you have, folks. That's what we'll do. All right, we'll wrap it up on the janitor then.
Yeah,
Oh, where'd you go?
get it off this
Carla
dude.
left us.
Scarlett left us. See, that's that bad
She
karma.
kicked herself. Yeah, that is right.
It's a ghost. I believe in him now.
There. I did. I was trying to actually press this button here to take I fucked up and pressed the camera thing next to it. And it was being a piece of shit. I hate StreamYards. That's why I'm still not used to how they keep fucking moving every goddamn thing around. Alright, let's see. I gotta find my images. Oh, they're still up. Thank God. Okay, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up on the what did you say, the janitor ladies who you wanted?
Oh, God.
Hang on, we gotta get a good one. Gotta get a good one. There's a really good one where she gets all sad and shit, maybe. No, we'll do it. Damn it. Why
Well,
can't I?
sad can be sexy.
No, let's see, where is she? I know she gotta be around here somewhere. Where the hell is she at? Nope, that's him. Oh, you want to wrap it up on him? He's kind of scary. Creepy as fuck.
You know you like him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I did low light. Look, it's low light. It's dark. It should have made it better. No?
It's like what is it? Mr. Burns and The Simpsons. Like,
What? It's low light, man.
no, that's Sideshow Bob. Yeah, that's Sideshow Bob.
Look, I didn't even do. I could do one. Hang on, there might be even better one. Let's go back and get one where it's full. You can actually see her better. This one you can't even really see her. Sorry, Chris, you're right. This is not a good image. Let's find a better one.
wait, no.
Yeah, no. There's got to be when she was talking to her, right, in the office, maybe, or was that at night? There's got to be a good day picture with her. God damn, why is everything so dark? All right, here we go. There you go. That's better, right?
You had a birthday hat. It just enhances the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to mention when she, there's one here where she's about to blow.
Yeah, you blow on those things and it makes them longer.
All right, folks. So we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight for another stream on the Institute. We hope you folks have all enjoyed. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it up on this lady blowing a party whistle thingy. What do you call those? I forget what you even call those.
I don't know. Streamer? I don't fucking know.
What were you gonna call it again?
Oh man, I'm waiting for the kazoo noise when they, it's like when they do.
Right. Well, she did have the kazoo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's two females. There you go. Like she's all kind of sexy. Look, look at that. Like he's 2 thumbs up behind her.
Yeah. He's smile. That's the biggest smile that motherfucker's had on that show.
See, he's into it. All right. Seriously,
He's
guys,
into it.
thank you for joining us. Oh, we are seriously going to wrap it up. Always use protection. Have a good night. Stay safe, folks. We love you. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you, I could give you everything. 1, 2, 3, and my heart is racing. Can't fall asleep, I got my mind in a throw. Weightless, floating through the day. Trust that I'll be okay. I'm happy alone, gotta let it go. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too. I could run around this world all day with you. I could show you this world around you. Through my eyes, my whole view. The place I love, the place I cling to, cling to. Place I cling to, cling